Holy shit, the game's already started. Pure almost dies. He will survive. Sunsman here with Cinder and Aurora versus Tundra. Best of 3. And, I mean, both these teams have won their first 2 series, Cinder in, but Aurora is the only one of the 2 of them that has not lost a single game, and their games have looked one-sided. This will be the test, not just because Tundra is a good team. Let's see what we got here. Yep, okay. But also because we tend to have caster curses. Now, we've been saying Aurora, and specifically Nightfall, were not good enough to be the creme de la creme of the scene. And since then, he's won every game, basically. They won a tournament. They're doing really well here. Today's predictions, however, we both picked Aurora.
Yeah.
Now, will that have the reverse effect?
What is stronger? The actual skill of the players or some joke of the universe where we have power over them?
Yes. Before there's any action here, can we get a close-up of Centaur's set? Just zoom in on Centaur, please.
That's Tiny. Stay on him. Stay on Tiny.
No,
yep, that's good.
Go to the half horse,
Looking
half
at
man.
every other hero is a great choice. Yep, that's Huskar. Looking at Laurenoff, thank you so much.
Come on. All right, well, we got the bounty situation. We'll hopefully get that close-up soon. I know it takes a lot of tech to do that.
Yeah.
It's 33 playing the Bat Rider. Not going to go for it.
3 runes for the side of Aurora. This seems to happen in quite a lot of their games, actually.
All right, he's running back. Centaur, close up, please. Centaur, click Centaur. There we go. Click the portrait view up close. There. Look at this beast. Look at that headpiece. Perfect. God, that's so awesome. God, it's so good.
Yep. You do love that.
It's the best cosmetic in the game, Cinder. You got to respect Valve.
It's the best one if you remove the other 99% roughly. That's fine though. I mean, the hat and the axe are quite nice. So it's better than yesterday where he wasn't wearing the helm.
It looks actually more hilarious this way though.
I agree. If you have to wear the Centaur Courier cosmetic, you need to use another headpiece or none. It looks really fun if you have no helm on. All right, let's have a look at this. The panel we're talking about. Oh,
that's the pop fairy fire, but he's going to get the first blood. And he's going to deny himself on some L creeps as well.
Yeah, Ari was alive here, but it's better for him to get a full refill at the expense of a 20-second death timer. So a very good start for him against the Phoenix. An unexpected kill. I don't actually understand how Caudle somehow won that engagement against Phoenix, but it's very good news for the side of Tundra to get off to a good start down there.
This is the lane to watch, of course.
Yeah, this is an impossible lane for Tiny, which is obviously well beknownst to both teams. You can do well right in the beginning as Tiny, and then when Huskar hits level 3, it starts getting really bad. But BZM with a good first 2 waves here. He's 6 and 4. It's about as much as you can hope for. And he's going to try to effectively mess with the lane equilibrium as much as possible by getting creeps up to his hill, by trying to outnumber. It's a game of, or a lane of very little things making a very big difference. Nice tree throw there. Laurenoff tried to deny him that CS by aggroing the other creeps, but not possible.
Man, what a start for BZM.
This is very, very good for Tiny to start like this.
Because eventually I think he will have to either, I mean, how well can he jungle as a hero? Yeah, he's going to have to leave lane at some point.
He's going to pull waves, maybe? He could at least try to do that. He has the boots, so the option is available. He's going to toss for now and just fight him a little bit head-on. I would not recommend this.
Yeah, wasn't able to get the CS with that.
The other option is you rotate someone in. Tiny is one of the better heroes to gank for against Huskar because you can displace him. Maybe you can toss him into tower, or you can toss him into... But who do you gank with? Like Caudle?
Warlock is not a...
Warlock Caudle support too.
Not great.
All right, PZM is watching now. He's just standing in the trees. He got level 4, and now I think he's going to go pull wave, surely. Yeah. That's
top lane, WS on that Centaur, trying to contest this Lotus. You can see the Fatal Bonds activate. Pure will pop a Fairy Fire and is going to get the kill as a result. They're going to get both, in fact. So Tundra, very close affair, but they come out on top big time.
You got such an important Fatal Bonds there to connect that to the wave so you can win that trade. A great, great, great start for them. Now, top lane is going, I would argue, better than you would have expected. I don't think you're going to lose this lane with Warlock Kez, obviously, but you don't expect to get 2 kills like this. So that went well. BZM has done well for himself in mid, and your Caudle killed Bat, or excuse me, Phoenix. So in all 3 lanes, things have gone, I would argue, better than par.
All right, so far, our predictions
yep.
having an effect.
Yep.
I mean, there's been a couple games where Aurora has started off a bit on the slow side, I guess, and then they've come. That's a relatively big courier kill. That's basically the full components of a Falcon Blade for Kez.
And they're still even on gold, in spite of these 3 kills. So
that is true.
Larinov gets an Observer Ward, D-Ward in mid as well, so that's more XP and gold for him. And now BZM going to get chased between the towers. Good sidestep, though. What's Larinov actually? Oh, he's getting back up. Level 1 Nyx gank.
Yep, it's a big one. Huge blood grenade. Impale. It does hit, and he will burn. Actually, no, Mira does get the kill.
All that practice yesterday with missing Earth Spikes on Lion has warmed him up for landing the harder to land
the
spell.
Actual Impale.
Yeah. And that's gets Aurora on the board. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I think my biggest concern for Tundra here, even though they have had a pretty good start to the laning phase, is what do they have any way of stopping Huskar and Abaddon in fights except Kez? I feel like he has to do such an enormous chunk of their damage that you can even choose to itemize specifically against Kez on both heroes and on your supports, and you're probably going to do very well with that. Tiny, this is something Quinn has talked about ad nauseum as a mid-hero. He feels like the hero caps out very early and doesn't continue scaling, doesn't do enough damage later compared to other mids. So if you have that approach and you're like, okay, we're just going to counter Kez primarily.
I mean, why can't you play Tiny mid more like a carry then?
As in focusing on the right click?
Yeah. It could be a mix, perhaps, as Mira will end up dropping. That's the first... Well, I was going to say it's the first kill. That is not the case.
I mean, I guess theoretically you could. The problem is just Tiny doesn't... I think he doesn't farm fast enough. Or if he does, while you play him mid, then you're effectively playing him like a mid TA, and then you're not using the hero to gank. Right? It's kind of... I think it's a difficult balance to strike. We've seen carry Tiny in the past work very well when the hero is good.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I say it is because 33 is playing Bat Rider, which is kind of that archetype as well. Is he's going to get Spike Carapace. Takes a lot of these creeps. Sunray applied to him, and he's going to get killed off.
Ended at the worst time.
Yeah, bad timing there.
Got stuck.
WS has the Helm of the Iron Will already, and will be going for the Dom.
Yeah. Seems to be his favorite.
And when you say that they should be itemizing versus Kez, what items in particular were you envisioning?
I mean, supports can obviously go Ghost Scepter. You can buy... I think Lotus Orb is just incredible this game. Lasso, Fatal Bond, Solar Bind, Armor against Kez, remove the bleeds. That would be a great item. Oh, this is a key timing here.
Aurora want to try to steal the Wisdom Shrine. 33 is going to stick himself right in the middle with that Firefly, though, as Pure comes in with the Echo Slash Nightfall. He might be dead. He's only level 5, and he can't even get the Wisdom Shrine. Can he deny himself to the creeps? Nope. That is 2 big kills for Tundra. They secure their Wisdom Shrine as well.
And this is kind of
the fact that BZM got it is a pretty big deal.
It's pretty interesting how this is in contrast to the pre-game clips that we saw from BSJ go over with Larinov rotating for that on Viper the other game, where he TP'd bottom and ran up there. This time on mid Huskar, he hasn't moved. I guess his overall mindset is, I am not rotating until I have Armlet. And as a result, Tundra can counter that quite easily. They just bring the numbers with Tiny, they outnumber you, and they win that.
Yeah.
Whitemon's already level 6.
Yes, he is. And there goes the Golem. It's not going to find a kill, though. Unless Larinov would be a bigger one, and it's enough. Wow. The fact that you use Golem on a support and you get the mid instead, what a turn of events for Tundra as 33 kills off Kaori, takes a bounty rune. Feels like everything going the way of Tundra right now, although 33 will get impaled. And Nightfall will get his first kill of the game.
It's still very big to kill Huskar here.
WS Avatos. So BZM all over the place.
Yeah, this is working so much better than what it should on paper with this mid Tiny. He has the same net worth as Huskar at 830. This is the dream. Amazing start for Tundra's side. And Dr. BZM will return to mid. Try to finish this maybe with
Did they
Collar.
not get the second Wisdom Shrine? How are they level 4 on both supports?
They did, but they gave it to WS. So only
Nice.
one support gets the XP, which I believe would have been Mira.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like cause for that major concern just yet, but it already feels like Tundra have overcome the first major hurdle of the game. It's a very good sign for them that they can just be even here is already great. A lot of the time when you're playing against Huskar, even is great. So if I'm them, I'm feeling quite good about this game state. And keep in mind, you're playing two supports with relatively little gank potential, and you still found 9 kills minute 9, which is kind of incredible, given that duo. They've been killing in all the lanes, and now 33, starting the biggest forest fire of all time. Sharing it with Ari. This is a nice and early level 6 on Caudle as well. Gonna go for the Holy Locket build, so focus on the healing. And against Aurora, Penel was talking about how Cauterize on Lorenov obviously can dispel a lot of the stuff. But one of Huskar's problems in fights can be if he doesn't kill people fast enough and they can just outlast him. That's where Caudle can really come into play. You have his heals, you have Warlock heal, you have lifesteal from Kez.
BZM finds another potential target. Ava toss into Whitemon. Still not level 6 on Mira, but gets the Impale. Should be enough. BZM not satisfied though, yeah.
Oh, he got him.
Up and dead. BZM is relentless right now.
Yeah.
Could not ask for a better start to Tiny in this game.
This is actually incredible. Very, very nice for them.
Lorenov though has Invis Rune, Life Break at the ready. Doesn't have a point in Inner Fire, which is interesting.
Yeah, they have a sentry here too, so they know he's coming.
They do. He just right-clicks BZM and backs away.
Tower's gone. Will be denied. Now the next, or should I say, now that the early game didn't go the way Aurora wanted, their next like major upgrade, I would say, is Abaddon getting Radiance, aligning with this Huskar having Armlet plus his maybe half of his next item, like maybe a Sange, or if he wants to go Dagger, they could probably line up those two items correctly. And level 6s on supports, of course. Phoenix just got level 6, the Supernova unlocked. Nyx, quite far away from it. This is an insane Carapace game in theory. I actually think this hero is quite good against Kez. Kez has a couple of, you know, when you use Echo Slash, you can Carapace off of that and get a chain stun.
Yep. And
maybe you can burst him down. Bat Rider with uncontrollable damage. Tiny with the ground cast. Caudle with Illuminate. And you're dead.
Yes, he is. Still level 5, unfortunately for him, as Nightfall kind of wants to fight. Not sure that's the move here. They get the Centaur stomp from WS, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
BZM still hunting. How far is he from Blink? So another 1,000 or so. As Lorenov will be forced out of lane for the time being, has the Armlet, and will be the casual Sange that we've been seeing. You know, Lifestealer says Sanjay.
Does he?
I can't bring myself to do that, though. Kaori is level 6, might have to pop the egg, doesn't have enough mana now, gets brought back into the arms of BZM, so a freebie for Tundra again. 3-12, only a 1k net worth lead, though.
Looking for more down here. Hasted BZM wants to force out.
Yep, toss back.
Borrow time, he will do that.
He needs to level it at some point, will do so. No reinforcements, though, so I think this is just a kill anyway.
Yep.
So Tundra getting everything that they want.
And next move
and
immediately.
They're gonna double TP. Yeah, the Centaur will stampede to safety. 33's going to try to continue, though.
Yeah,
Plane break.
Safety? I don't know.
Mira on the sideline, still level 5, by the way. Gets lassoed and killed off. Gracious. 13 minutes. How close is he? He's still halfway. Man.
Yeah, they need to get the 14-minute wisdom here. It's really important. You need to get Nyx online. You need to get some sort of killer combos going. I still think on a conceptual level with how the lineups interact that Aurora have a pretty good chance when they get to their timing, but for now, BZM is just doing whatever he wants. And of course, we didn't talk about this, but playing Tiny with Caudle is a dream. You have infinite mana, you can give you lower cooldown on your spells, you can use them in quick succession in fights. Having this start against a mid-Huskar is phenomenal. 7-1.
Yeah.
When you got counterpicked. Doesn't happen very often. Now here is the wisdom, and this will go to Mira. So finally now, Vendetta unlocked.
All right, watch out. Tundra's not going to be ready for that.
I think they're going to be ready for exactly that because they know there's no other way. He must be 6 now. He has no net worth either. This is a very poor bug. But fortunately for him, the hero can do a lot with no items. The spells are very good. Gonna break the smokes here. Courtesy of Scuttle is super fast and can cross terrain. And he's actually gonna cancel the TP of BZM. A fun interaction, I'll get to that in a sec. Mira's gonna run away.
He's gonna WS. 33, does not have mana. It matters not though. More than enough damage.
So I think this has been bugged for as long as I can remember. In the Tiny versus Nyx matchup, if you hit Tiny with Carapace on, you stun him. Because of his innate craggy exterior that debuffs the target with damage reduction, but it doesn't do damage.
Huh.
But for whatever reason, this still stuns you when you Carapace it. I don't understand how that works, but it works like against Tiny. So maybe it does like 1 damage, and that's how it gets applied. And nobody notices because it's such a minuscule amount of damage. I don't know.
That's actually easy to check.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I should demo this. But
that's really weird.
Originally, Craggy Exterior did damage to you when you hit the target, like the ability name. If you remember the old Craggy, which was your 3rd skill before Tree Grab was even introduced to the game.
It was a percentage base, though.
Yeah,
right?
but that doesn't matter, right? You hit him, you took some damage. So it would work all the time back then and would make perfect sense. But with this new one, or new, I say, it's a couple years old at this point. For whatever reason, it still works. So Nyx can reliably stun Tiny by just hitting him with Carapace on. Meaning you don't have to use Impale to cancel a TP.
You're saying old Craggy, you would hit them, guaranteed return some damage. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
Like the old Craggy Exterior
like
gave you armor.
chance to stun for like 1.5.
Oh, that's the old one, right?
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you're right, actually. Now I'm second guessing myself. Anyway,
Golem reserved for Lornoff gets lassoed as well. The Stampede to try to catch up. Lornoff is actually relatively healthy, but not for long. Gets tossed up and brought to a crisp along with Centaur. Delicious horse meat for all, along with some chicken. 3 for nothing.
Wow.
And just like that, the lead has been opened up. We are very powerful at anti-curses here.
Amazing.
Or just curses in general.
Big heals are going to come out
getting
here.
slapped around with something we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, they're trying to get a Crimson Guard on Huskar. Again, to counter-itemize the Kez, but as a matter of fact, in the current game state, it's not even Kez that's the biggest problem. There's just so much overall damage, and these Fatal Bonds are insane that are coming up here. So much damage. Fatal Bonds Illuminate is dirty when it lands. And they take out the egg easily, too. Yeah, Aurora being put to a test we haven't seen for them before, and to be honest, like, how do you even fight at this point until you get... what do you even get now? It wasn't even on my radar that this was almost possible, that they would be this far behind, so I never even thought ahead to what do Aurora do when they're losing this much at 17. The Crimson Guard will be a start, but Kez is pulling far ahead. 2,000 up. One of the better heroes at killing Huskar. Insanely high single target damage. And yeah, not long for this world. Roshan will fall. And the Aegis, more than likely going to
Remember when
Pure.
Toss used to deal damage to teammates?
That is very long ago.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Why was that a thing? There's a shield rune in the bot river. And I think Aurora will scout it first, indeed. So let's see how much Tundra can get out of this first Aegis. couple tier 2s. The top tier 2 was taken out? Am I seeing that right?
Yeah.
Already. Jeez.
Yeah, they took that after that team fight win.
Yeah, I guess so.
And now
Aurora is going to have to egg, but now he actually got some fire spirits off, so he will successfully pop.
It's still a good force, and, well, he might die regardless.
Yeah, he throws it back into Kez, who's another type of chicken. So chicken on chicken action.
Radiant are
See, Phoenix, I think, has a more interesting personality than Kez.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even have voice lines.
Nope.
That's how it should be.
Love the screeching.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Does our caw button work? It
No,
doesn't.
I tried it earlier.
There's actually so much caw in this game.
Yeah.
There's caw for both teams. Now, if either team was Falcons, then we had the full combo.
I don't think people can handle the full combo. Well, we're pretty close to some meme action in terms of scoreline.
Oh, yeah. Let's keep a close eye on that. 420 and 322 are up for grabs here.
And it's not a reverse, which is always nice.
This is the
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
clean version. Ward placed. We'll probably get the awarded instantly, I would imagine. Yes, it will.
33.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got no blink, but very fast with the boots of bearing and very tanky with the pipe. I assume blink would be next.
Yeah, this is a real problem for Aurora, the pipe, actually. I like the itemization a lot from Bat here. Not that it's, like, way out of the ordinary, but their damage is so magical on the Radiant for now. Radiance is a lot of magic damage, Huskar is a lot of magic damage, and all the supports plus offlane are almost purely
They
magic.
find them. This could be a very valuable kill. That's life number 1, but you can see the reinforcements are arriving. Does Aurora want to stick around or not? Loronoff's going to get the Stampede to try to run away. As a big avalanche from BZM into an even bigger toss, but it's not enough for a kill quite yet. We'll find Mira. Doesn't take much effort to do that at this point of the game. Loronoff with a life break onto BZM. Inner fire as well, but the heals are coming for that Tiny. And Loronoff gets stun locked and brought down. 1 kill away from the Dream.
That was Aurora using everything, and they didn't even get a hero close to kill threshold except the Aegis. Taking that away is nice, but you gotta find a bigger victory than that if you want to have any hope of winning this. 21 minutes coming up. You know your table of 7, Shannon, so you know that's a wisdom timing.
That's right.
33 could steal it now if he wanted to. He doesn't know the map state, though. Of course, only sees his own team's vision, but it was clear. We'll go to the side of Aurora, though. Pure on the hunt with the smoke together with BZM. Gotta find WS.
Yeah, gets the hook off Mira though with the attempted turnaround. You cannot ruin the 3-2-2 here. There's the Raptor Dance doing a ton of damage. Fatal Bonds a little bit afterwards, and there it is. This would require a true 3-2-2 for this game to go any other way than a Tundra victory. Nightfall tries to get the hell out. We'll have to use the borrowed time as BZM uses the very newly picked up BKB. Loronoff, yeah, isolated from his team, will be killed off eventually. As 33? Excuse me?
Okay.
All right. He's actually going to survive somehow, and this is going to turn into likely another kill, as WS is the recipient of the right clicks of Pure. 25-3. My goodness.
Caudle is so amazing when you're leading. It's insane. Like, he is the support of Largo. Heal everyone, give everyone more staying power in fights, allow for chase downs with Solar Bind instead of giving your team movement speed, you're removing it from the enemy, and you're removing a chicken.
Fried chicken, anyone? Kaori?
Okay.
Oh, and an egg, perhaps.
Nice little English breakfast, comboed with the American.
What's the baked beans then for the UK? I never understood that, by the way.
Yeah.
Always disgusted to see that.
Super overrated food.
Well, for breakfast.
Just overrated in general.
No,
Beans are boring.
have you had barbecue baked beans? They're amazing.
I have not, but it sounds like it's the barbecue that's good.
Oh, yeah, sure. As we have a team fight, let's see if this goes any way than we think is Nightfall. Okay. All alone. Apply some pressure now to Pure, but he's just going to reset Lornoff already extremely low, and you can see Aurora in general trying to run away. Toss is reflected. Pure takes the brunt of the damage, pops the BKB in retreat.
Okay. They hold. They don't kill anyone, but this is the first fight that Aurora didn't lose.
Yeah,
But
the Doctor Rune, though. They can reset if they want, if they see this.
the damage rune.
Damage Rune. Doctor.
We said Doctor Rune. The Doctor Rune.
Yeah.
It's like bottom of the moon.
Yeah, there's no problem with that.
Okay.
This was like, feels like a while ago.
All right, I have a question for you. I don't know the answer to this, but we can obviously get that from production. How many heroes on the Radiant do you think have done more damage than Warlock?
Then Warlock.
Yeah, in this game. How many of them? Not who. Oh, let's see a fight first. This could just be the...
Might be 0.
Okay, good Carapace.
Yep, 33. Looks like Mira's going to be the first to fall, though. BZM, counter initiation. And Aurora,
Oh, no.
the upheaval, slowing them to a crawl. BZM, a toss back, continuing to bring fried chicken to Tundra. Kaori gets off a dive, but it's only a matter of time, young man. And there's the Stampede for WS, used pretty much exclusively to get away. And they've left their Huskar all alone, and GGs are called. This was an Omega Stomp, as we like to call it.
Yeah, the outcome everybody expected, of course. Aurora unstoppable until we start believing in them, at which point they get absolutely obliterated in 25 minutes. Tundra with phenomenal.
Needs to go to the dentist. A little bit of an underbite. Yeah. Also needs to get his skin checked out.
Don't josh him. He's looks maxing.
Dermatologist might be a good idea, as we are into game number 2, Aurora versus Tundra. Ladies and gentlemen, Tundra completely dumpstered Aurora in game 1.
Yeah.
Will we see a return favor, Cinderin, or is this just simply Tundra's day?
I have a hard time seeing Aurora have as bad of a game again the rest of the tournament, really, as they did in the last one. But that was a statement game from Tundra. And they're running some of the stuff back. They're running back the mid Tiny, they're running back the carry Kez and the Warlock 5. So 3 of the 5 heroes the same. Aurora have replaced their entire lineup. They said that didn't work. So they'll pick 5 new heroes.
Kaori,
and just like last game, Kaori will die.
The classic Jakiro death to start the game. One more right click will do it. Whitemon has first blood.
A great start for him. Gets the gold, gets the Grimoire charge. This happened to Kaori in game 1 as well. He got first blood at Den 2 on his Phoenix.
Are you sure it's Kaori or just Jakiros in general? Because
well, last game he was Phoenix and died to Caudle, which was inexplicable for me. So
that's true.
Perhaps Aurora just had a bad day, or game.
That was a 2-on-1. That wasn't fair.
Sure, this is different. Like his death in game 1, I just didn't understand how that happened. This one makes sense. Like you got caught off guard, you got flanked. I'll say as far as Lornoff goes, last game he played the Huskar. This is to me where he's most at home. Like I don't think there's a lot of mid players that can play Huskar solidly, but don't really stand out. I think Lornoff on Spirit Heroes is much more his wheelhouse, and it's what makes Aurora look better. They were one of the teams that have looked the best with Void Spirit. This game he's playing the Storm. He also plays a great Ember.
Well, who's the best Huskar then?
Malrine.
Anybody else in contention?
Amar, but he's on the same team and not playing mid. They're the 2 best. I just think so.
Okay.
So.
What about Quinn?
He improved a lot. I think Quinn's Huskar used to be pretty bad years back.
Isn't he the one that got the ultra kill to start a game at TI when we were casting?
It might be. It's just thinking back, I think Quinn had the same trajectory as GPK has had with Huskar, where there were multiple games I remember watching Quinn just have a good start on Huskar and then make 2 or 3 mistakes and then you just lose.
Yeah.
I think he overcame that over time and got much more stable. And maybe it's just my memory of the bad games he had. That's right. Boo. Pause.
I think he's booing you.
Oh, well. He's not wrong at doing that either. Just here yapping. He used to... I'd say maybe my memory is just what's tainting this, of thinking of the bad games that I remember from way back when compared to the much more improved version that he became later on with the Huskar. I think he himself would think Malrine was better, though, if you ask him. I don't think he thought he was the best Huskar in the world.
Yeah, I mean, Malrine's the best at a lot of heroes, it feels like.
And I think it's a really interesting hero to look at with mid players, because I think mid players have a lot of overlap, obviously, like the role. I feel like every serious mid laner in modern Dota plays the spirits, right? They just play them. They play Ember, Storm, and Void Spirit, at least Ember and Storm. Every serious mid player plays those. Most of them can play Tiny well, but I feel like Huskar is kind of very polarizing. I think it's Nisha's worst hero, for example. Even though he has been winning some games on it here and there, I just think what makes him class is not really what that hero does.
Right.
So it's very, very player specific. There's very few Huskar players ever that have really impressed me, actually.
And what about Nightfall's Medusa? Has that impressed you in the past?
Yeah, he's very good at this hero.
Do you think this is a good matchup for him?
They picked it specifically because of Doom and Kez. They saw two core matchups. Medusa can withstand Kez's heavy single target because they don't have any mana burn. And it's a hero you don't like to do. It's like a very theoretical counter, but I don't think it's that obvious of a Medusa game.
Oh, they're actually chasing this. Nightfall pops the stick to stay alive, but not for long. He's resigned to his own death. 33 gets the killing blow. A little bit of overestimation for Nightfall.
Yeah.
Trying to go for that Lotus.
Maybe some miscommunication too. I feel like Kiora came over very late. If you want to fight that, you need Jakiro from the very beginning so you can stand your ground.
Yeah.
And they get punished. Now, the good news
can have a repeat performance on his Tiny.
I mean, his conditions should arguably be better. This is an easier lane matchup. Oh. That raindrop very good against Tiny. Also got a little bit of a slow there from the overload, so he didn't get his swing in. They're both very low here.
Living on low HP. 16 and 4 versus 20 and 4 for the Tiny versus Storm, respectively.
Yeah.
They will get the water runes, though. Oh, I say that.
It's super important that Mira forces Whitemon to pick that one up. Now, Warlock has to help Tiny a good amount. Going to give him a Lotus and a heal. Kind of amounts to 2 bottle charges, so I guess we're even now. But if that wasn't available, Lorinov would be sending Tiny back to base.
Gives him a Tango as well.
Yep. Good support right there. Anything else, my lord?
Long gone are the days of refilling bottle for you. That was so stupid. I always hated that.
Yep.
Even from Dota, I mean, that's another technical bug, right? That became a feature, then became a non-feature anymore.
Oh, Kaori. That's a lucky miss there on the Shadow Realm.
Ramble also gets dodged.
That wasn't lucky. That was just poorly placed from Ari.
He's going to take a dual breath for his
actually has no mana. He can't even TP, and I think they've recognized that, but he has boots, so
he's fine.
He's just going to walk it off.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
So for Aurora, I mean, anytime I see a Medusa Sindarin, it feels like you're aiming for late game.
Yeah.
The hero doesn't feel like it can really fight until it has 3, sometimes 4 items. Well, I shouldn't say can't fight, but the 3 or 4 items is when that hero feels almost untouchable.
Yeah.
Especially in a game, like you said, where they don't really have any mana. I mean, can Kez force a defusal? Is it worth bothering for something like that?
Sounds pretty bad, I think. I don't think so. I mean, Doom can get a mana burn creep, I guess.
Dire are scanning.
How well does that scale into the late game, though?
Doesn't matter if Nightfall keeps dying.
Nightfall, that's true. If you can get him out early, then things can change. Nightfall, no more mana to speak of. Pops the stick.
He's dead. He's bound to the wave.
Chased under the wave, and yeah, 33 zaps him to death. BZM, though, that's a big kill for Aurora. They get some sort of a trade across the map, but, I mean, this is the second death for Nightfall, and Medusa, a hero you definitely want to just AFK farm for at least a couple items.
Very unexpected backstab here from Lorinov. Should be killing Whitemon easily. He will. With the Arcane Rune TP in, solos him. But yeah, I was about to say that was a bit of an uncharacteristic death for Aurora because we've been complimenting them so much on their TP rotations, and that was a very, very long dive. But communication obviously was that they were going to trade for the Tiny mid. I still think you're pretty happy with that if you're Tundra. I think slowing down Medusa is going to turn this game into a long duration 4v5 when Nightfall doesn't really want to play the game with the other heroes. Just wants to chill in the jungle. Wisdom's now coming up. 1-for-1 split.
You say that. Okay, you thought about it.
I'll just spear him away if he tries. So.
Kaori level 3. That's about on par with last game, actually.
Yeah.
And Mira. Man, they are 2 games in a row. Very starved for XP.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with them giving the Wisdom to WS in both games. I think maybe you have to take it on the support so they both get it. You saw how much it mattered last game that Nyx got a very late level 6. Maybe slight redistribution of resources could be helpful. But yeah, I liked what the panel was talking about Doom. As we see the jump, lots of BZM, big damage.
Gets the avalanche on all 3, but they still have more where that came from. Pure comes in though with a TP, and that scares everybody off.
Okay.
Like, all right, Bird is here. We don't know what he does really. Echo Slash, I remember that from the Vampire Survivors.
Yeah. Well, he's safe BZM. It's still a good TP. Tipping Lauren off, no idea why.
I wonder if they just committed there, if they actually kill him, possibly. Might have been at a trade though.
It's very dangerous to dive into Kez there. I think you're better off not doing it. But yeah, I was going to say, I liked what the panel brought up about Doom, because I think that's going to be 33's mindset here, is exactly that. His only truly S-tier Doom target in this game is Storm, and that's contingent on largely either catching him with an Avalanche first or Lornoff making a mistake.
Arena, Ice Path sets up the nice spear as well. Do they have the finishing blow? Pure gonna parry something. Lotus applied to him as well. Looks like he might survive this somehow, but the big zip in from Lornoff to finish the job.
They forced Golem too. That's very good for Aurora. With a disengage cleanly, it looks like. But yeah, Doom... You don't really want to Doom Medusa. You want to Doom Storm or, like Effie pointed out, maybe the Shadow Demon. But the alternative is to just not play as much on Doom the ability and way more on just having a good way of farming auras since you have Devour. And you had a very good laning stage. You can get early Boots of Bearing into Pipe just like last game. I think that'll be good. I think Pipe is better than Crimson here, even though you're against Medusa, because she's not going to hit hard enough at the time that matters, and Pipe counters everybody else. So... I think that could be a very strong approach for 33. Effectively try to play, in some sense, the same game on a macro level. There are big overlaps between the lineups, as we talked about, 3 of the 5 same heroes. So if Doom can play the same role as Batrider did last game, you're effectively looking at a almost 3.5 out of 5, I guess. And it worked well.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Lornoff picks up the damage rune. As we have a bit of a group up from Tundra. Looks like they might want to go for this tier 1 tower, but we're looking for a kill first. Not going to find it. Pure going to relocate to the bottom side of the map, it seems. We have some stacks here, though. Mira. And that is one benefit of having that Shadow Demon. One of the best stackers in the game, and he's going to get levels as a result.
Yep. Not the fastest stack clearing heroes, but they'll do it.
Even though they are under-leveled, they are leveling better than last game a bit.
Yeah.
We'll see if they hit level 6 by the time that second Wisdom comes.
Kind of is crazy how strong the Chain Lightning creep is on Doom when you have Gluttony. It's 180 damage nuke level 1 for 60 mana. That's wild.
And that's their one source of mana. I mean, do you think he just keeps that the entire game? Like, how well does that scale in terms of the mana burn capacity?
I mean, I think he'll change to mana burn at some point, right? I'm
Get
trying
your farm out of the way
to find
now.
the creep. I found it now. So Mana Burn drains. So for Doom right now, if he were to eat a Mind Stealer, it's 25 plus 1.5 times the target's int Mana Burnt.
Okay.
Which is not that much.
Terrorize being faked out. And again, Tundra group up. Lornoff going for potential top rune. It is haste. So another one to his name. BZM would absolutely have loved that one.
Golem for push.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration Golem here for Whitemon. Just want to get this tier 1 tower.
I don't think that's a frustration Golem. It's
I
just,
refuse to allow this to be a normal play without saying something like that.
Okay, well, you'll be saying that a lot this tournament, I think, in the days to come.
That's sad.
It's one of the best pushing abilities in the entire game for early towers. So much regen, so much health. You put Shadow Word on it, it can solo a tower sometimes almost. There's a wave. He'll take a next tower immediately.
Yeah.
Nobody gets the last.
BZM though, he's alone. He's going to get caught off guard. Ice Path with the Macro Pyre. More than enough damage for Aurora.
I'm surprised he was there. He's very far up on the map. Maybe false feeling of safety because of the Observer Ward they have to the southeast of there on the hill. But they were playing just outside of that and found the angle. Get that one kill. Now, obviously, while all this is happening, Medusa is just chilling. So Aurora are progressing their game plan. The panel was saying if not too much happens, it's good for them.
Nice Terrorize finding the Storm Spirit. There's not going to be follow-up though. Shadow Realm, is it enough? It's not quite.
Ooh, Lornoff, that was
Up
close.
with that haste rune as we have an arena from WS. They want to counter-initiate. Whitemon will take most of that damage back to the base.
Unfortunately for Lornoff, he didn't make it into the arena for the heal. So he's very low. We'll be backing off. It still confused me yesterday, those 2 games of Bloodsport that we had, seemingly out of nowhere. And now we're back to Victory Feast on Mars.
Misclick.
Feels like it's the better facet most of the time if you're not playing against specific heroes that really stay well-based.
The one game it was strange because they had ways to see into the arena easily, just with the abilities. I wasn't sure about that one. Yeah, kind of hard to see the impact of that from our vantage point.
So we have the Boots of Bearing on Doom as expected, not queuing up anything yet. I'm still
He typically goes Midas here, doesn't he?
thinking we'll see the pipe. I don't think we'll see Midas without Devil's Bargain. We will. You're correct.
This is his cookie cutter, it feels like.
Yeah. It's just based on the, the nature of the lineups. One team having the Medusa wanting to play for ultra late, that maybe there was a strong timing here with a pipe. All right, he switched to Midas out again now for BKB.
Okay, good.
Indecisive. I kind of like the pipe the most still, but I like BKB better than Midas. So, and he is committing now. He bought the Ogre Axe. Or as uneducated folks say, the Ogre Club.
It will be an Ogre Club forever.
Yeah, well, it never was in Dota 1.
I know, it took me so long to change to Ogre Club. And you can't teach an old dog 2 tricks, just one.
Oh, okay. And that's the trick they taught you.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointing.
Tundra Smoke. BZM has his Blink Dagger. And boy, oh boy, if they can get this kill. Golem is placed, tossed up. Disruption gonna hold him in place. Nightfall, though, he gets destroyed. And Mira now on the run will likely be chased down as well. So a good couple kills for Tundra.
The Medusa kill is so big. Like, you slow down this hero so much with these deaths.
They still have Doom.
That's his 3rd death now on Nightfall. Aurora look a little bit like a shell of their former selves. It's incredible what a bad night of sleep can do.
It's incredible what 2 commentators' predictions can do.
I'm approaching a point where I just stop predicting and I'm just randoming. Because I feel like it's equally good for me. It's a bit sad to admit, but at some point you just gotta recognize the truth.
All right, it's going to be disrupted, though. No pun intended. Aurora scouted out. Tundra have yet to use this Doom, I believe. 33 needs to close the gap to get the toss back. They don't even need it here. That's going to be, oh, disruption. Pure, do you have anything else to finish the job? Yes. 33 actually finds that with Scorched Earth, it looks like. Now they're going to try to find even more. Avalanche onto the Shadow Demon. As BZM taking a lot of damage from Lornoff. Can't finish it, though. Now Tundra resetting, and 33 again still has the Doom at his disposal, but not finding opportunities here.
That fight we just saw now is the biggest problem I have on a personal level with Medusa, is that really good teams can just play like it's 5v4 almost. Like they just, like imagine Nightfall's on one of his other heroes and has a good laning stage. It feels like he can contribute something in these fights and be the X factor that swings it in your favor. You're just not doing anything yet. And yes, that is the strategy, that is how the hero works, but just begs the question in the current meta and with how teams are playing and all this like mid-game tempo with auras, is this hero ever the right pick? This is the second pick of the tournament for Medusa. She lost the first time.
Oh, this would be a big pickoff though. BZM. I was thinking about going back for Roche, but instead hovering around the bottom side for potentially that rune.
Yeah, maybe now you can take the Roche. That would be huge. You know it's already bruised. It's down to half. They're thinking about it, but unfortunately, Nightfall is playing Medusa instead of Ursa, so he can't kill Roche either. Medusa is also bad at this.
I guess they're not going to try.
No. I was about to say mission failed, but that's a bit of a philosophical question. If you can fail a mission when you never started it.
True.
Now looking at the top area towards Pure.
Yeah,
who's going to find who? Toss back.
As the Stone Gaze immediately pops it. Gets bashed, though. There's the Bramble on top. Macropyre right on top of the Kez, though. That is a lot of damage. Down goes Pure to start the fight, but these Fatal Bonds could do a lot of work. Terrorized onto 2 with a big Shadow Realm as well, the Cursed Crown. But Ari, he will be the second death for Tundra. Despite all this damage, nobody from Aurora has ticked out quite yet. Kaori even gets a right click to BZM. That is 3 dead for Tundra, and Lornoff and company, they find their 4th. These 2 supports lived on a sliver of HP.
They both had 20 HP. They're both at like 2% health. Anything extra out of Tundra there, and that is a probably good fight, but really good determination. Keep an eye on Pure here. If Pure had full HP when this fight started, he doesn't die here. This is the price you pay when you enter at 3/4. Imagine he outlives that and gets off a Raptor Dance. All of a sudden, he will survive. He'll maybe offer more, and this is some nasty damage with the toss plus Fatal Bonds. Just barely not enough.
Crazy. Who got doomed there?
I didn't even notice, which is a bad sign.
A lot of times
they do Mars, I think, actually.
Mars? Okay.
Yeah, they do Mars.
Well, despite that, Tundra is still in better position to take this Tormentor.
Yep, they have their top tier 1 tower intact, so they can get here quick. And they'll go to work. Kez with Desto. Keso, if you will.
Oh, it's back. Nice.
Get the Tormentor. Ari will be the lucky recipient of this. He does have a point in Cursed Crown already, so it is useful. Yeah, there's the Doom. He didn't die either, by the way.
Nope, he did not.
He also dropped extremely low. Yeah, if 33 had somehow got 1 more Chain Lightning off on him, he would have killed both supports. Why did he stop chasing, actually? I think he had them. Huh. That could have been pretty big.
Well, despite all of that, Tundra's still with a 2K net worth lead. They do have Doom on their team, though. Not sure how much of an impact that has these days.
Tormentor is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, no doubt. BKB for Pure very shortly. And we've seen the 33 BKB as well. And he had Hanamitis queued up, still does. See if he commits to it fully. And then for BZM, who of course not the greatest game so far, 0-4 after his monstrous performance in Game 1, will also be going for BKB. So they're about to hit a pretty big power spike.
Yeah. I wonder what the rationale is for saying we go triple BKB rather than we go one pipe. Maybe they just think, okay, well, if the enemy supports can't hit spells on us except Demonic Purge, and Dusa is not a hero, then this window will be very strong for us.
Yep, Arena popped by WS. Ari almost taken out immediately. Whitemon is likely to be the trade. Laurenov is going to be able to finish that. So 2 supports dead. 4 Tundra is 33 now. Completely surrounded. We'll pop the BKB in retreat. BZM is shadowing along with Pure. Do they actually want to try and turn this? BKB is about to run out. There is the finishing blow, though, as 33 killed off by WS. And now Pure has to BKB and try to run away, but they likely have the damage to finish him off, too. Some more save your friend syndrome from Tundra.
How do these Aurora heroes survive on nothing all the time? That's crazy. That's another 20 HP escape for Dr. Laurenov.
Yeah.
A really big deal, that fight, that he has the Amplify Damage rune. Boy, oh boy, look at those storm numbers. Pretty much dealing 40% of the damage of his team that fight. Outstanding sequence from him. But yeah, this opener is just lovely. Getting the 2-hero arena. They get off the Glimmer, they delay things on Whitemon, but he still never gets off the Golem or Bond without that Tundra's damage. It's also a very disconnected fight. Like, you get the Mars initiating and Tundra's heroes just aren't nearby. Tiny is far away to the back. Kez just arrives now. Yeah, Pure trying. This is really nice timing from WS. The moment the BKB expires, because the Spear Rebuke combo.
Yeah, they were better off just leaving him at that point. Kaori, he'll be a little prize for Tundra.
Well,
a lot tankier than he looks. Oh yeah, BZM.
Whitemon.
Even bigger kill. Whitemon pops his ult for this. Has the Fatal Bonds because he knows Pure is on the way, but the BKB will take it off for WS. Now the Golem helplessly just trying to chase Laurenov. Still has mana to zip away if needed. Now Pure, good BKB timing.
He's
But they
still extremely low.
Might be able to kill him. Raptor Dance completely avoided as well, and there's the zip in to try to finish it. Grappling Claw to the high ground. Ari with the Bramble, but from the other side, Nightfall comes. Mystic Snake, and they'll find a connection onto the Dark Willow, and this is all Aurora now.
I thought you were going to say that was all Nightfall. He arrives and presses one snake to do 100 damage, and then
What a beast.
one Gorgon's Grasp and one attack. Yeah, this is starting to look real bad now for Tundra. This was that mid-game portion that Medusa was meant to be weak in, and effectively, Nightfall, who started the game 0-3-0, now 3-3-5, has gone 3-0-5 in the mid-game. He now has the butterfly. Guessing they give this Aegis to Laurenov. They will indeed. Medusa doesn't need this one. She'll maybe take the next one for high grounding, potentially. But yeah, this is when this to me is the first time in the game that I find Medusa truly fearsome, is when she gets Manta Butterfly, when you go this build order. This is the first peak, and then when she gets Scotty, it gets really nasty. Tundra just don't have the means of killing this hero late game.
Yeah, I don't see it. I really don't. They had to have snowballed, and I mean, they have 2 monsters they have to deal with. The Storm Spirit also very difficult.
And it begs the question in the draft when they had last pick. When you see Medusa, I feel like this hero demands one of 2 things. Either you outpace it completely, where you need to be confident that you can let it have a good game, but it never gets to that point, or you target it specifically with a hard counter. Anti-Mage was banned. The panel was talking about Nyx, which I think could have been interesting in putting the Nyx on position 4. Or, well, we'll see if they can kill Whitemon again. The answer is yes.
Shocker.
And then Jenkins also brought up Pango with Diffusal as a traditional counter that he thinks is just bad. I personally don't think it would have been that bad this game. I think it was actually a pretty good Pango draft. So they must think the hero is really bad. BZM plays Pango, he's good at it. And you could roll through Arena, you can counterplay with both the enemy supports, you lane okay against Storm, and you can buy Diffusal for Deuces. So I think maybe it was a possible option. Alternatively, you can just play better LoL and not have a couple of slip-ups, then things would have looked really different, of course. They had a good start again. Now it is tough.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Five.
Okay.
Huh?
hang on. Let's see this fight first.
Yeah, nice avalanche to start things out for BZM. Trying for the Doom, but the Manta comes out on the Medusa and to the runaway tactics. Kaori does fall. Attempted TP for Nightfall. The naked Nightfall, some would call it. It is successful. And they get out with the Shadow Demon as well.
It's been many games since I asked you this, so I get a one-off, okay? What do you think the win expectancy is according to Dota Plus in this game?
70-30.
94-6.
You're kidding.
I am not.
Holy shit.
94% Radiant favored.
Wow.
That's actually kind of insane,
Wow.
no? It's a 5k lead against Doom. I guess that makes it a little bit bigger of a lead, I suppose. But still, I would have not said this is like a 95-5 game almost.
No way.
That is crazy. And I know that this is a great Dusa game, and I know that they have very good heroes around it. But come on. Tundra don't win this even 1 out of 10 times? That's a rough outlook, I'll say. And look at the graph where it even started, at 5 minutes.
Yeah, what
At 5 minutes, they were 3-1 favorites.
Interesting.
That's insane.
Great draft.
Yeah,
Aurora.
I mean, and Gaben usually loves Warlock, so... Okay, well, he doesn't love Jakiro. That's a good one, Kez.
I literally thought there was a Dragon Knight in the game.
Yeah,
Not
there
kidding.
wasn't.
That
He
is
was
hilarious.
talking about omelette, so it was obviously Kez making a bird-related pun and then not sounding like a bird. As we love it. All right, down goes the tower. Tundra strike back a bit here.
Top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, TPs though. Nightfall will still finish the tier 2 despite this. Volley's not going to hit. And he has a Scotty Cinder, and I do not know how they kill him.
Yeah, that's the tough part here. That's why you need to find this solution. There's 2 ways. Either
Toss
you...
back, BZM. They find a Mars. Big zip, though, into the Electric Vortex onto 33. Gets rebuked inside. Not able to kill him off, though. Still relatively tanky. Lorinov is going to take the Doom, though.
Has
And
Aegis.
yeah, he has Aegis for another minute. So he's just going to brush it off as Whitemon will fall. Stone Gaze not really used to full effect here, but I mean, at this point, Aurora don't really need to they don't need to play perfectly. They'll get another tier 2 to their name.
I wouldn't mind seeing them just sieging here.
Yeah.
I think you can force this. No Golem, no Warlock alive, so don't worry about Fatal Bonds.
No Doom.
Dusa doesn't need an Aegis because how the hell are you going to die? Kez is going to pick up a Linken's.
Toss back. Nightfall. Okay, they're going to get some help. Big zip, but a big Terrorize coming out. Some damage from Pure. Burning the mana of Nightfall. He's actually getting pretty low on mana here. Gets off a Mystic Snake to get some back. They're able to take out the Jakiro, though. Toss back now. Nightfall standing his ground. Now he's trying to run away, but the Cursed Crown hitting 3 heroes into the Echo Slash. As BZM, finally, they'll be able to take out this Mars. WS takes the tumble. Miro follows suit. TP is successful for Nightfall as Lorinov, basically full mana, would be able to rein in on 33 at the very least.
1 on 5, baby.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
We'll take the 1.
So Tundra do defend.
Yeah, that was a nice fight, considering what they had and didn't have. They had no cooldown on, or they had no Doom. Golem did become available during the fight, so they had that for the Mars kill. But yeah, 33 showcasing the mana burn creep there. Let's think about, okay, how much mana does this burn? Medusa, well, how much int does she have? 165? And it drains 2 times her int plus 30. So what's that? That's 360 no scope every use? That's pretty good. I mean, that's why he got in kill range. You're going to see it in the replay here. Look at 33. As they enter, they're tossing him back. They're going to jump in. Now keep an eye on the Doom approaching from the right. He's going to start mana burning. You'll see when he chunks her there. That's like a 1/5 of her mana pool, which might not sound like much, but you cast it a couple of times in the fight. Perhaps it is possible. Not quite that time.
But it only gets harder from here.
Yeah, it should. You probably
she's
get a
gonna be
little
going
bit of
damage.
breathing room, though. I think now without the Aegis on Storm and with the wave...
Does Gaben see any different fluctuations on that graph, Syndrome?
93 and 7.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. Well, he's starting to believe, Shannon.
Huge improvement for Tundra.
Yeah. special to say the least. I don't remember the last time I've seen like some sort of 95-5 with a 4K lead minute 30. It's a very lopsided theoretical game for the Radiant, apparently.
Gaben knows something we don't.
Yep. In comes the jump.
Yeah, find the connection onto BZM. He's able to get the BKB off, but still the right clicks are what you have to worry about at this stage.
Demonic Purge plus Scotty. Good luck moving. I think that's part of the problem of why this is so difficult for Tundra. It seems like Aurora can just jump a hero with Storm, Shadow Demon, and just kill them. And for Tundra, it needs to be this like musical juggling of spells. The perfect symphony of skills, if you will.
And the tier 3 tower eventually dropped now. They're going to cancel the upheaval into the Ice Path, into the Gorgon's Grasp, as Whitemon is just going to casually die to the right clicks. As you see the mana burns continuing from 33. Nightfall is definitely aware of this, but without BZM, this is going to be a set of barracks.
And a 1 and a 2.
Aurora can do this as methodically as they like. Roche, well, we'll find out right now. It's actually a very quick one. And in terms of the Roche defending capabilities for Tundra, I wouldn't say that their lineup is crazy good. It's okay. Like you get a Terrorize. Obviously, that's incredible. But getting in position to use that, and the Golem is really good. But other than that, not much.
I mean, you have to try though. I think if you give the Sages up, it's just over. Dusa will just take Megas. Gotta try. You get the MKB on Kez now, so big damage upgrade against Dusa with the True Strike as well. He's currently putting it on his courier to try to hide that he has it while he's farming the wave in vision of the enemies. Now he's taking it back. Nice little detail from Pure. And I have to say, as Aurora smoked here looking for trouble, wait with that, they're actually just going to jump.
Yeah, Shadow Realm is activated in time, but it doesn't prevent the spear from connecting, and he is burning inside that macro pyre. Ari does get off a Terrorize, though, and now the right clicks onto the Medusa. Do they have enough? Golem to follow, 33 continue with the mana burn. Nightfall cannot move at all. It doesn't need to. Pure just dies to the right clicks again. 33, goodbye. Double kill for the Medusa. As Whitemon stuck on the high ground. That's 4 dead, and yeah, GG's called. We're going to a game 3.
That's actually such a cool detail that I didn't think about until I saw it here at the end of the game. You know, when you kill heroes inside the arena, Victory Feast gives health. Okay, they've actually all chatted so much that I can't scroll up, but essentially Nightfall tipped 33, and then 33 said, "Did you like the bands?" And then Nightfall said, "Scared?" question mark. Now, obviously targeted his heroes very much in phase 3 of the band, like the panel talked about, or phase 2, I should say, 2 and 3. And he got a Baton anyway. They did beat that, though, in game 1.
They did.
They've shown that they can beat the hero, but the conditions are very different.
His Abaddon is quite good.
Yeah.
On average. Will he lose twice with it in the same series?
That would be so disappointing, wouldn't it?
BZM.
Goodness me.
This was almost a 5v5 mid. Why can't we just commit to 5v5?
Thrilling stuff, guys. Let's throw out one attack and leave. That'll show them. Oh, they're going to smoke, though. Both teams are. Saying hello, saying goodbye. Time to say hello again. All right, smokes are broken. WS and Whitemon. Thrilling.
Another Void Spirit game for us to either enjoy or despise.
More Coddle, too. Ari has looked very good on this hero.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate challenge for him. In game 1, he managed to solo kill Phoenix. Let's see if you can do it to Jakiro. If you solo kill Jakiro on Coddle, you deserve to win this series.
Okay.
Just you alone deserve to win.
Seems to be the good luck charm, though.
Kaori seems to die more level 1 on this hero than any other hero, and to do it more than half his games, so.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll die solo to horny guy on horse.
Horny old guy on horse.
If you want to make it about age, we can.
Nice
blind
blind
battle for the runes, as Nightfall will not get that bad boy. They will get a bushwhack though onto 33. Getting body blocked now by BZM.
He's
Good
actually
job.
dead.
Yeah, 33 on the run. Last right click will do it.
Huh.
First blood the way of Aurora.
They did a good job proccing the aphotic shield while he was in fog on Doom, but
Does BZM get an assist for that?
well, in our hearts maybe.
Good start. All right, well, this time around, it is Abaddon Cinderin against Doom. How do you like that matchup in the late game?
It's one of the weird ones in late game where you don't really want to Doom Abaddon because of his ability to survive for an extended period of time with borrowed time, but still, it also prevents him from healing during it. So it can go both ways depending on the conditions of how the fight is set.
If you get 25 on Doom, you take the break, and you
then you
yourself can kill him.
Then you ruin it. 25 Doom owns Abaddon, but until that point, I think it's not as clear cut. Also, even if you are doomed, you can still blink with your ulti up. So, obviously, something that a lot of people hate about Abaddon's build is that you can proc ulti and just blink away sometimes, and yeah, it can be very effective.
So what you're saying is you need level 30 on 33.
Well, at 25, I think if you break him and Doom, he's probably going to die anyway because there's going to be so much damage around him. It was more in the mid-game portion where Abaddon will have Radiant's Blink. He can still counterplay you a bit.
Lornoff getting a little bullied here.
Yeah.
2 points in Resonant Pulse here from BZM. Lornoff has his bottle, though. And he's back in the lane. What do you think the mid of the tournament has been?
Hero or player?
Player.
Lornoff for me.
Yeah.
I think, probably. But it's hard to say, because it's also, I think, you could also argue it's Nisha, right? It's maybe your eyes are on Lornoff more because you feel like in the back of your mind it's more impressive that he's standing in for this team and how well he has done lately compared to, maybe you could say, the last couple of years. He's really stepped it up lately,
well,
whereas for Nisha it's more expected.
We've gotten a lot more Aurora games, too. I think we have Liquid
cast a lot
once,
more.
maybe.
Yeah, exactly. We've been more exposed to Lornoff, and he's just been very good and consistent. But I think Nisha has played a great tournament as well. So, don't think there's a wrong answer to that question, between the two of them at least.
What will 33's creep of choice be this time around?
I think the ice armor for now. I'm sure he's going to keep that.
It's been a while since we've seen the position 1 DK.
Yeah. Pure plays this hero very well, but it doesn't really offer all that much offensively in the laning stage, so I don't really see a way for Tundra to convincingly win their lanes. He's doing very well in the CS for now, though. Beating out Frogman with Guitar consistently on the waves. But of course, the trade-off is that 33 is not exactly having a party up top either. Coddle Doom is a pretty shit lane, if I'm honest. It's pretty damn bad. So Coddle is probably going to be stacking some for himself and for Void Spirit. Doom doesn't farm stacks all that well either. Now he has the Chain Lightning, that might help. This is going to make their lane a lot better. Now you can play on spam. You can just keep chakring him and using Chain Lightning.
He did lose his boots for a bit as his courier died with it, so Doom won't be able to get away from any action as Abby forces the issue, which we've seen so many times before.
I guess I want to correct myself a little bit. I think this lane is actually not as bad as maybe at face value when you get this creep.
WS looks to be dead. Whitemon takes it for himself. Bushwhack will save Mira.
Okay, I'm going to keep my eyes on top for a bit. First of all, because Ahri's dying, but also to see whether 33 can put any meaningful pressure with Chakra Magic and Chain Lightning. If that can actually threaten Nightfall over time, I think it might just be able to, which makes the lane a lot better. But of course, you have already fallen massively behind early. But the Gluttony point does make quite a big difference for my perspective on the lane. It gives 40 additional damage to the Chain Lightning and less damage loss per jump of the chain. So I think this is going to be a game where neither offlaner really has all that much to offer.
Yeah, 33 still with no boots.
In an absolutely shocking development, Jakiro, well, first of all, he didn't die, which is ironically a little bit surprising, just statistically speaking, not in terms of theory, but in a not so shocking development. He's owning this lane. This is such a free Jakiro lane.
Yeah, this is what we come to expect from Jakiro basically every single game. It hasn't been every game, though.
Oh, but it's kind of funny when we talk about this hero when it looks good and it smashes its lanes and you're like, why are
the
teams
one
ever
time you
giving
don't
it away?
mention it, Cinder.
But the hero's win rate is not good
Are scanning.
in the tournament. It looks like a boss in the lane, but a lot of the time just falls off. And all the cases, that's the thing maybe, is all the cases where you pick Jakiro and you don't win your lane, or not by much, you'd probably rather have had something else.
Speaking of Jakiro, getting gone on by... oh, boy.
No.
Oh, boy. Can they take advantage of this?
He has a step.
Okay. Astral Step again. Aether
sick
Remnant.
bait from BZM.
Kaori. 6-minute rune is what
Blinding
Lornoff wants. Blinding Light. BZM will snag it. Now Lornoff doesn't have a whole lot of mana to speak of. Bushwhack will help his cause.
He's okay.
Aether Remnant not going to hit Mira. As you see, big rotations for the supports here on both sides for the most part.
When's the last time you've seen someone favored by getting stuck?
Yeah,
Well, if he didn't get stuck, he might have just killed him anyway.
That's true. I don't think anything
That's funny
changed.
anyway. Lornoff.
Yeah, another Astral Step. Lornoff has to zip away completely out of mana now as BZM ticks them out.
Whoa. He hesitated so long that BZM could actually connect again.
And Mira looks to be going out as well.
Oof.
So 2 big kills here for Tundra as
Huge.
I felt like they were sticking around a little too long with these 3 members, but I mean, if Aurora going to give it to you, take it.
Yeah, that felt like Lornoff thought he was safe, and I don't blame him, but just narrowly getting the last swing in with the Void Spirit.
7-minute wisdom.
Okay.
Whitemont.
Big rotations forced.
He's backing away, or trying to at least. No dive for 3 seconds, though.
I missed the bushwhack.
There's the jump. He has another jump in. I'm blinding light a little bit too late. As top lane attempted TP is good for 33.
Lornoff will kill Whitemont, but that was a lot of mana. Conversely, BZM has seemingly limitless mana, playing with old horny guy on horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Specifically,
Nice deny from Mira.
Very good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A relatively even game to start things out. Exactly what we want to see in a game number 3. And for WS, I don't think we've cast a game with him playing the Largo.
If we haven't cast one, I've definitely seen it, and he was very strong in that game. Very comfortable.
So if he goes for the regular Ags build, I mean, the BKB might be... It might be a Lincoln instead of a BKB, or both, I suppose.
Yeah, you could get both, possibly. I kind of like the idea of just going Ags, Kaya-Sanj, Lincolns. Sounds good to me. Sure, very aggressive.
Yes, indeed. Dragon Tail into some right clicks. Whitemont still level 4, gets a Fire Spirit off as there is a TP for a double-headed dragon. Bushwhack gonna hold Pure in place. Frog Stomp as well as the Ice Path, and they still have the Licky McLickerson.
I don't understand why Pure thought that was worth it.
Yeah, that was way too easy.
He's behind the tower at half HP on DK, and yeah, you know Storm doesn't have TP, but what about the rest of them? I mean, forcing rotation, there's inherent value in that, of course, like you're getting the TPs out. I think you could have just kept hitting the tower, maybe, instead, which is also great for pressure.
Radiant's
Come on.
Oh, WS. BZM makes his way over. That's a lot of damage. Froggy takes the tumble.
Rip it.
That would be a good thing to put on this.
On the board?
We'll use that for now.
For a frog?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's closer. Is that closer to Hoodwink or the frog?
There's frogs that cry like that, actually. Believe it or not. You can look it up on YouTube.
Have you heard a squirrel yell?
No, not a squirrel.
Me neither.
BZM's going to force some Aurora members out of their own jungle for the time being. Or at least segmented of it.
You could argue that Jakiro is...
Yeah, that's true. Double-headed.
Yeah. Nightfall. I'm going to stand up here and BZM is going to say, okay, you win this time. I'm not going to bother. Just going to walk away now. There's a pretty interesting net worth breakdown
Hello, Insania. Thumbs up. Yes! It was the good ending. Good ending. You can leave now. Yes.
Awkward pause there. Yep.
Thank you, Insania, for your contribution. The net worth breakdown is interesting, right? Abaddon is significantly ahead, but then the next 3 are easily all Tundra cores. So this is going to be a lot of emphasis from Aurora on Nightfall's timings to use his Radiance well, because other heroes will struggle in. There's something Effie was talking about on the panel. She's worried for the... Okay, hang on.
Yeah, worried for 33, and his ult available. Kaori and Nightfall on the run.
He ended up not dooming him.
Yeah, they don't end up doing much here, as Mira now going to try to turn the tables, gets the bushwhack onto 33. Sharpshooter hits him in the butt, and he will follow suit into the grave.
Regretting now that he didn't cast the Doom, perhaps, but it doesn't feel great either way.
I gambled. You lost.
I don't think that's what happened, 33.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So yeah, Effie was concerned about Aurora's lineup if the lanes go badly, because she thinks they're going to play slow, and I agree with that. Like, let's say Storm and Largo's games don't improve significantly. Can you actually do enough while Abaddon is farming? But this 1 kill on Doom and this tower is going to help quite a bit in stabilizing things for now. Keep your heroes progressing. And then if you approach the later portion of the game, I think there's a lot of pressure on 33 in this. The Dooms have to go out. Or I just don't think you win fights later if you don't get a Doom on Largo or Storm. He's gonna have to deliver. Lornoff.
Yeah, mid lane, they were ready for this, but to dissimulate away. Lornoff, a bit low on mana, takes an astral step, but there's the Aphotic Shield. Nightfall joining in numbers, and a big ult from the... Well, it looks like Whitemon's the one that actually took that one.
To the noggin.
Indeed.
As
Sharpshooter, way too much
say.
damage at this stage of the game. And that's another thing to keep in mind is, not that it was used on the DK, but the break against DK can be pretty significant.
True.
And BZM going to be going for that shard pretty early. I'm seeing that a lot
Yeah.
to help farm.
Sure. Do you like that shard, design-wise? What do you think?
It's kind of weird, but I think the function of it is needed for the hero, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he has to get a farming tool.
Yeah. I think in terms of how it actually plays in like for non-farming is a bit weird, but it's fine. Do you think he goes Ags this game? I mean, I feel like by that point, the Storm's going to have BKB.
Yeah, I kind of would prefer him not to. I think they're going to need
Form
damage.
popped, and Lornoff wants to open things up onto the DK. Ari is there, though. WS singing his song. He's going to take the brunt, though, and he's going to get taken out easily. Goes to the south. He's actually healing up quite a bit, but eventually ticks out. 33 made his way over as well, as they will actually smoke. Try to take advantage of this Doom. You know that Lornoff doesn't have a whole lot of mana. They won't run into him, though. Just into some supports.
Oh.
Aether Remnant not going to hit, but Kaori should be done anyway. As actually the Abaddon coming in as well. Wants to fight. He gets Doom. Trying to take out
That
the
is
egg.
not
Now just tries to run away. It's going to connect on him, though. And they're going to be able to kill Kaori and Nightfall. So Nightfall, for whatever reason, wanting to fight there. I guess this Wisdom Shrine
Disaster.
baited him in a bit.
That is easily the most important sequence of the game. 2 Wisdoms, 3 kills. And like you said, Abaddon getting involved felt entirely unnecessary. And a big loss. Now Whitemon having the confidence to try to contest these stacks a bit might be his demise if Mira can connect here.
Yeah, another sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Doesn't have ult. He should be a goner.
Killed by little frog friends. There's worse ways to go.
Death by 1,000 cuts. You think that's not the worst way to go? That's pretty bad.
It's like a little, a little foot massage from the froggies. Ari. Not getting out of this one either.
No.
Bad matchup for Coddle, the Storm. Traditional counter. One of the few heroes that when you see Illuminate flying out, you can literally just jump in blind. But yeah, this Remnant missing ultimately doesn't really end up mattering. As a matter of fact, it might have helped them. Because maybe Nightfall was more confident with the turnaround because they missed.
True.
And yeah. They all try to help. They all die. It's a good reaction. Also good to see they're staying hydrated with 200 bottles of water under the table just in case it goes late.
Better safe than sorry for the Armageddon. Never know when you need to make a makeshift bunker.
Yeah.
Despite some deaths here, there's only one. Let me see. So Pure, yeah, it's only the one. I haven't really seen a whole lot of Pure, but top net worth.
Yeah. The hero farms really fast when left uncontested, so. And they have good heroes for stacking. He can take the stacks if needed.
And it's rarer sight to see Void Spirit towards the top of the list as well, I have to say.
He's doing very well for himself on BZM.
I feel like the standard is bottom net worth of cores. As BZM finds himself a squirrel. Mira dead. Moronov should be fine here.
They are bullying them though. That's the big deal here, is Tundra are playing very in your face, and it is so nice for BZM to just keep getting this Ahri mana. Keep him going. Move to move to the next.
Ahri mana grande.
Radiant's middle tower.
It's a lot of mana.
Okay.
Just a different way of saying it.
Yes, that is true.
Tier 1, down and out.
It's
Tundra.
actually better than I gave you credit for the more I think about it, but I really didn't want to laugh, so.
I laughed for you. It's okay.
God damn it, actually, it's actually so good. Oh, it was so good I had to process it for a bit first, just how good that is. Damn. You're a funny guy sometimes, you know? Anyone tell you that?
I'd say I try, but I really don't.
No, that's why it's funny.
33 with his patented boots of bearing.
Yeah, only player to buy these, of
Has
course.
the casual clothes. It's patented for him. I mean, he starts all the trends, though. Come on.
Surely.
He really does.
First player in the world to buy boots of bearing on Doom, I'm sure.
As a pro, probably true.
Probably not.
I don't know. He is a gigantic nerd.
I would say he's like a moderately sized nerd.
When he was on the same team as AUI as the coach for Tundra way back in the day.
I think the gigantic nerd on that team was Saxa.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You don't think he's gigantic? I think so.
Oh, you mean from a literal sense?
I'm sorry I had to spell it out 3 times before you got it. We got there.
No.
It's all good. There goes Mira again. Feelings. I mean, look at the net worth chart. This Hoodwink is half a hero.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
yikes.
He is so far behind everybody else. It's kind of concerning. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that picture. Who's the gigantic nerd, Shannon?
It's still 33.
That's right. That is the correct answer.
Under attack.
If you had to pick the top 5 biggest nerds in Dota, AUI 33 in there. What are the other 3?
Eternal Envy might be number 1,
Okay.
honestly, in
Yeah,
all
I-
history of the game.
I
think
could
so.
agree to that.
Oh, beyond that, I don't know. I think they're the obvious top 3 for me.
Give it some thought. It's all right. Aghanim Scepter for WS. And assuming that the Kaya is next, it looks like Kaya's Sange.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm interested if it's going to be BKB or Lincoln's, or potentially just both.
And most importantly, does he get there?
True.
I think
they
that's
are
what
far
I'm most
behind.
interested in seeing is, can Tundra close this game out before it becomes a problem? Because I still feel like even with the Doom, this is not a clear-cut solution late game to what Aurora are proposing. But with a 6K lead already approaching the Tormentor, they could turn this into 5 digits very soon with one singular good fight. Aurora are trying to offer some sort of resistance through pushing mid. Now they're going to have to hurry up top to get there, and they are doing that. Largo will play them up there with haste, giving some froggy buff over to himself, as a matter of fact. In we go.
And they get the
BZM.
electric vortex. Bushwhack
they
does
missed.
not hit, though.
Oh,
as BZM, he
that's-
gets hit by the sharpshooter. Has another astral step, and now Pure and Ahri in the vicinity to assist.
That's a bad miss, though. Storm is low on mana now.
Yeah,
Don't know
Aurora
if you
can't
can
fight.
contest this anymore. They might just still try. No. It looks like, based on their movements, they're kind of conceding, but then not yet fully.
Nightfall's
Is he
like, I
gonna
could
just
do this
run in?
alone. I shall go in alone.
Storm and the Invis rune, it's
Too late. Whitemon gets his shard, which is a beauty.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to buy that anymore.
And that's something the Dire, they don't kill the egg that well. Who's going to destroy the supernova? Abaddon, I guess?
Yeah, that's true. It's just him.
Great. But are you seeing this bushwhack has to hit. You have a full clean setup. Like, what happened?
How does it not hit? That
Wait.
looked close enough to me.
Oh, I think Laurenov cut
Did
the
he
trees.
destroy a tree?
He cut the trees with ball lightning, and Mira didn't account for it.
I see.
That is very unfortunate.
Okay, well, we're going to have a fight near this tier 2 tower. The lick onto Pure. He's broken and destroyed.
And that's a wisdom. So at least something here for Aurora the other way.
Tower is under attack.
Tundra overall doing very well to stay ahead in this game now. In comparison to the previous game, the 7K lead is not even remotely as big as the one from last game was, given the lineups. It's a lot more potential for the Dire. Nice escape. Beautiful ice path from Kaori there. All three getting clipped.
Yeah, look what happens when he doesn't die first 30 seconds of the game. He can somehow have 1v3 escapes on
But
Jakiro.
unfortunately, he puts a bad luck debuff on Mira, who will instead have no net worth and miss key spell.
Yeah,
So what would you rather have?
true.
Not been Mira's game. It's how it goes sometimes. Hoodwink is a very polarizing hero in that sense, where misses are extremely costly and hits are super rewarding. So it stands out. And
Radiant's
it's not like it was a
bottom tower
criminal
is
error.
under
It just
attack.
sucks for him that the storm cut the tree that he was planning to connect on. But it's a shame because with that kill on Void Spirit, they might have actually gotten the Tormentor.
Yeah,
so it might have
who
been like a
knows?
3 or 4K gold kill,
Yeah, for sure.
relatively speaking.
Now, BZM about a recipe away from Shiva's, actually.
Radiant's
Looking
bottom
quite good in the
tower
farm
is under
department.
attack.
Yeah. Healing reduction for Largo. A lot more damage, of course, for himself and all of his teammates except DK. Lots of magic damage flying around, so that's a real feels-good item to get. And I love that he's going for that over the X like we talked about.
Oh, this could be a huge backstab. The jump in onto the Jakiro, then they find the Abaddon as well.
Super
Doom
clean.
applied. He's gonna pop that ult really to no avail. He has nobody coming close. Gets off the Manta, and then the double kill secured for BZM.
Radiant's courier
Roche is up. This seems like a good timing to me.
Beautiful. Great, great, great execution.
It's the Shadow Blade Blink Dagger combo for Pure this time around.
Yeah, gonna go for the full Silver Edge. It's very good against Largo, capping his move speed at 200.
Largo.
Sorry if I said it wrong. So Largo.
Oh, that was close.
exceptionally close, actually, from Mira. Not quite, though.
He's all alone for the time being. Ari will join him in the fire and the flames. He gets Electric Vortex back into the Macro Pyre. Pure.
Licked back
He
in
is
again.
the one with the Aegis, but surely you don't want to burn it this quickly. There's the Sunray healing him up. That's a lot of healing on top of that. Glimmer to try to keep him safe. Laurenov and company want to finish it. Gonna try to find somebody else. They will find Ari to start. Schwack's gonna hit. Ari looks to be the sacrifice man. That was actually the start of a potentially good fight for Aurora. They only get the one support though.
Just look at Largo Largoing.
Dire's bottom tower is
Largo
under
through all of that. But yeah, the damage numbers don't look particularly impressive. It was a good job of resetting and saving the situation. Only losing the Caudal is a pretty good result
Radiant's bottom tower
for Tundra's side. Shiva's now complete. Big damage upgrade coming through for BZM. You see the replay here. This sharpshooter is... Oh my god, that is close.
Almost looked like it should have gone.
Yeah, that was like some...
Maybe it would have worked on sub-tick.
Oh my god, you made the joke. I was gonna say that was some sub-tick stuff. It's close enough.
That's how you know we're hanging around each other too much.
Yeah, I mean, if you hang around with someone who loves complaining about Counter-Strike more than anything else, eventually it rubs off on you, of course.
Yeah, I gave up on that one, so.
When we sit in the green room and we watch the games that we aren't casting, you always just bring up, man, this reminds me of how bad Counter-Strike is.
Yeah, just completely out of context. You know, when I give up on something, I stop complaining, Cinder.
That's
You
true.
haven't heard me complain about CS in a while.
That is true.
That's why you always want me to be negative about Dota in some fashion, because that's how you know I'm passionate.
You reached the bargaining stage with CS.
Yeah, I guess so. No, I think it's acceptance, actually.
Oh, that's right. That was the one.
It's just over.
It's the acceptance stage.
Yeah, bargaining's pretty early.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, another swing and a miss. Nice attempt, though. Fiori again.
Swiftly taken
The
out
Dragon
by 30.
Slayer will kill the dragon.
33 with quite the array of items. Support items, it looks like. Utility, mostly.
Yeah. A lot of magic resist in there. Glimmer and Pipe. He understands the assignment. Abaddon's physical damage is not that significant.
Dipping two. Oh boy, do they
Uh-oh.
actually have the damage? They actually baited
That
him
is
into that.
bad.
Unreal. Aether Remnant was placed like 5 seconds ahead of time. Oh man, alive.
Dire's turret
That was like a, I mean, pretty low chance of working, but it did. Trying to catch a fly. Like this. Beautiful. Basically double hypnotized. And what can you do? They set the trap. 8K lead for Tundra now. Aegis in the hands of Pure for another minute and a half. They're going to take this tier 2 easily. Not sure if they're going to get any more. With such little time and no DK form. You can see they're drawing on the map.
That's a
They'd
lot
like
of
to
the
get the
same
top.
drawing. Both Ari and BZM are looking to go top. Okay, they're still looking to go top. But they'll go bottom. Interesting drawings. Mira dead to right.
Yes, he is.
Okay, well. Tormentor, excuse me, Wisdom's coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't think there's going to be much contention for these. Oh, Kiora, man. I feel like every time we see him on screen, it's him getting killed by Void Spirit or
He
Doom.
just keeps running into people, you know?
Had a great start to the game, being slowed down massively now. The Jakiro special.
Yeah, just wanted to use his ult. It's been so long since he got in the poppet.
Yeah,
It's like a zit you just got to get rid of, you know?
that's one way to think about Jakiro.
Dire's
Nightfall.
is under attack.
Looks like it's going to be Lincoln's before Blink for him. Understandable considering how things have fared so far this game. Of course, you can see 33 does have the Purge creep, so can take off the Lincolns
Dire's bottom tower
relatively easily. It's not one of those heroes that, like Storm is one of those heroes. If he has a Lincoln, it's hard to doom him because you have the cast animation on this Purge, but
Yep.
Abaddon's just next to you.
Yeah, that's exactly why Laurenov has it now. When the courier comes out, he also has a gem, so he needs to not die here. He will escape. So that's the first Lincolns, and then Abaddon will be the second, and Largo will buy a BKB.
Largo.
Am I, what's your,
Solar and Largo.
what is your problem?
Problem.
Okay.
Maybe we'll add you to the list of nerds.
Why, because I say Largo?
Largo. It's like a Canadian accent. You started British. Okay.
Okay.
Quick kill. You started British in your career, then you became basically American.
Okay, can you
Now
say the
you're
hero's
becoming
name,
Canadian.
please?
Huh?
Say the hero name.
Largo.
Largo.
Yeah, because you're
That's what-
copying me.
No, that's what I'm saying all the time.
No, you've been saying Largo. It's like a nasally sound to it as well. You know?
Largo.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay.
When you focus, you can do anything, Cinderin.
Yeah.
Put your mind to it, buddy.
I am trying so hard for you.
BZM has Aghanim Scepter, by the way, so Resonant
Yep.
Pulse will... So that's the thing. You force the Storm to get
Dire's
Lincolns,
top tower is under attack.
and now without BKB or any Dispel, you do have a Photic
This
Shield
is
if
going
he's
to be a
close
really
by,
good
but
X
that's...
for a while.
Yeah, that's...
I love the
it's nice.
order that he went the Shiva first instead of doing it in opposite order, because I think at that moment in time in the game, the Shiva was better value, and now the X is starting to really pick up in effectiveness. So, cool order of itemization.
Now finally Nightfall will be starting on a dagger.
Yeah, I mean, I think his issue, Cinderin, he's building all this survivability.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't really have damage.
Yeah.
It's just radiance.
Effectively, their lineup is hoping to win very extended fights where Largo and Storm are going to be the killers, and Abaddon is just in there with Radiance and trying to keep people alive. And theoretically speaking, the timing is approaching now with the BKB on Largo and the 2 Lincolns, but the issue is I just think Tundra have too much survivability against it.
Yeah.
It's going to kind of be 2 walls against each other, and then Doom is often very good at dealing with those situations. That's how you can break through.
Well, shard for Ari, so he's got 2 charges on Solar Bind.
Radiant structures are
Say
fortified.
it normally, please.
Solar Bind.
It's Solar Beamed,
There you go.
Mr. Beamed. Get out? We'll get out. Okay, well, we killed 33's courier.
Nothing on it, though.
Not really. And he'll have access to the enemy secret shop if he needs something from there. I'm gonna try to smoke up his 5 and
Fargo. For Largo. DK form initiation. Largo, speaking of which, super dead. Mira.
Oh, this is very, very bad for this. This is high ground.
I think so. Mira actually gets away, but I mean, does that really matter that much?
Is he
How
away?
long they chase for? Yeah, he's gone.
Barely.
Now they can use
Barely.
this DK. Let's see how much damage they can do.
If you're watching Trent, I hope you're having a good time.
Good old Trent packs.
Yeah.
Roche is about to spawn now, actually, but the poking shall commence. And okay,
Oh,
Mira, you live for a bit. All right then, buddy. Break onto the Abaddon. Nice blinding light, and the Doom applied. You can see the borrow
Very-
time. He can blink, but now he's going to go back to base without an ultimate, or can't even get back to base. Pure going to blink right back in on him and just destroy him. Double kill for Pure. 60 seconds of no Abaddon. And now we're talking about multiple setter racks potentially.
That was actually, considering how he got jumped, that was the perfect reaction from Nightfall. So he gets broken, and right before he gets doomed,
Just awful.
he pressed his ult.
Yeah, Aurora.
But he can still just chase him down. This DK with the Daedalus as well as Silver Edge is a true killer.
We cursed Aurora, Cinderin. We really did.
We did it again. High five.
If you want to just commit to going against... yeah, exactly.
I actually...
Let's commit to going against them the rest of the tournament, and they'll just win DreamLeague.
Okay.
You want to make a pact?
Do they deserve it?
Well, that's a different question.
Do you wish this upon the other teams? Our cursing is too strong. But when we do it knowingly, if we do it with intent, I don't think it works. We need to still... Yeah, we can't do that.
Okay, we could do like a game where we both think Aurora are going to win.
Yeah.
And we say we force it to lose and see what happens.
Okay.
And then if that holds true, then we can do whatever the hell we want. There's no...
We are gods!
There's no counter to our curse.
Gods amongst men. Lorna
Lorna
trying to be a
killing the
god
wave.
amongst men, wiping out the creeps, but the siege creep will stay.
Yeah, well, they're wiping their ass
Okay.
with the barracks here.
Yep.
They get the full set. Pure in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have the Aegis or
Serious?
anything.
Is
Getting
he
healed
dead?
up. He's burning down as Largo was there with the BKB. 80 seconds of no DK. Can they get more is the question. Electric Vortex onto the Phoenix and the Sharpshooter as well. So 2 dead in Aurora's favor without having Nightfall up at all. And keep in mind, Roche is up. If they can somehow sneak that.
This game is not over yet. I thought they were going to get at least that side for free and then maybe a little bit of damage on mid, but they caught Pure totally off guard.
Yeah, they spot Roche.
Caught him off larg, if you will. Time for Roche.
Rashawn is available to take. And this is a potentially big swing in the game. They do lose a set of racks, but if they can use this Aegis in a proper way, and who knows what can happen in this game. Who do they give it to? WS.
Yeah, I like this.
Very cool.
I like this choice a lot. He's gonna go for Lincoln.
You like it a Largo?
I like it a Larg.
All right, so how much does this change the game?
Decent amount. I mean, you're still looking good on Tundra, but gives you a moment of opportunity on Aurora. If you find a good fight, you can kind of equalize the game. I don't think a lane of Barracks at 34 is game deciding. I think in this patch, this would look a lot more dangerous, this gold lead and the lane of Barracks gone 2 years ago. I think this would feel a lot more constricting, but power creep and all that,
Radiant's middle tower is
and
under
the
attack.
formulae for comeback and all that good stuff still leaves Aurora with a decent chance if they were to find a good jump.
33,
This one.
speaking of jumps, he gets licked, he gets consumed, and he gets killed.
Oh, he's shook his head there. Unhappy with that. Surprisingly unhappy with dying.
Dire
Yeah, that's shocking. Feels like this Largo has really hit critical mass. Pure. Attempting to go for this. Is it going to cost him again? He's doing a lot of damage, though, as BZM comes in to finish the job onto Mira as well. Lornoff in a 1v1 battle, trying to zip away.
That's a good
They
ice
get a
pack
beautiful
combo.
ice path with the macro pyre. Pure is back to base, and now the egg plays. I think they have the
Jakiro's good
damage.
here.
Indeed, Jakiro, the hard counter to egg killing. Can eat an omelet like none other. Double kill for Lornoff. BZM will be able to drop out of here, but okay, Aurora. Some very good momentum on their side. We were counting them out, Cinderin. That means that they have a
The
chance.
moment we were sure they were in trouble.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. Honestly, this is kind of crazy that Pure does this.
35-minute Wisdom Shrine is basically irrelevant.
I don't think it's important enough that you go and force this with your Doom dead. I just think risk-reward of this is just terrible in my eyes. Of course Aurora are going to be connecting to this. You also have the information that they're not in the top half of the map. You have the vision.
Radiant's middle tower
Just feeling himself maybe a little bit too much there.
has fallen.
And all of a sudden, that's half the lead gone. And I don't think this is... let's be careful. Who do you want to win?
Radiant's
Do we think
bottom
Aurora are
tower is
back?
under attack.
I don't think I want anyone to win.
Okay. Well,
I want the
server will
viewers.
crash,
I want the
guess.
viewers to win.
Yeah. Well, that's
Whatever that
when the moment you said that they pause. So, of course, another unsurprising instant curse on the game.
God, we are. The thing is, you used to be the one with the curse, not
Yeah.
me. What happened?
It's infectious.
This is
Just
unacceptable.
takes some time to incubate. All right, they're ready.
You can hear me pouring this, can't you?
I can. It's actually it's really good ASMR. The sound of pouring water into a plastic cup from a thermos is very...
People have been probably hearing that the whole tournament, thinking it's the map.
I don't think the mics pick it up.
I hear it in my headset.
True. Yeah, maybe if it picks up on broadcast this, you should do it again.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, nothing like
Refreshing.
water.
Fresh
Hot water.
God.
Larnoff has info. This is... Oh,
Yeah.
Sentry.
Opens up things onto Whitemon. They get the bushwhack as well as the lick. Down goes the Phoenix.
Oh, boy.
Somehow Aurora have come back in this game with a vengeance.
Tower is under attack.
Look at these three graphs in perfect harmony. Just following along nicely. Well, maybe don't look at them right now. Actually, now you could.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe not. Maybe
Dire's
yes, maybe
middle
no.
tower is under attack.
Maybe no. Wow,
Yes.
look at the graphs. Okay, there we go. Isn't that nice how they follow? I think it's pretty rare they follow this perfectly.
It's a nice mountain
Three
range.
versions of the same one.
Yeah.
Do you agree with 50-50? I kind of do.
It's feeling like it.
I think this is anyone's game again.
I mean, it
If you
depends
say
on
that,
how.
you can't curse anyone.
That's true.
Then they both lose.
That top set of barracks. We'll see how important it is in
Oh,
the next
that's
few
a
minutes.
good rune.
Yes, it is.
Larnoff. They have 35 seconds on Aegis. I guess they won't really be able to use that, but they gain 10k with this Aegis. That is really, really solid for the side of Aurora.
Tundra with a couple of late game slip-ups. If you can even call this late game yet. The definition of that is moving up every year.
Who do you think wants to win this game the most? There's one answer. Well, you could argue two answers.
Who wants to win it the most out of the players? Nightfall.
It was between him and Pure. I couldn't actually decide. It's a tough call. I'm sure there's some... I won't say bad... Oh, okay, I'll just bullshit this. There's some bad blood there. Just made that up on the spot.
Let's start fabricating some drama to keep this more exciting. The game is exciting enough already. Lorinov will look to the tier 2. No defense being mounted here from Tundra. Now, Satanic on Pure is a pretty big deal. Of course, something that could inspire some fan fiction.
Bloodthorn for Nightfall.
I don't know if I'm happy or unhappy you didn't pick up on that one.
I don't listen to you half the time, sorry.
Honestly, probably fine that time.
All right, they're going to use Roche's banner to get a little poke action on this tier 3 tower. There is a fortification.
Good damage.
They got to mount some sort of defense here.
Yeah, who's going to destroy the banner? Is it Bruce?
I mean, they're going to get this tower then. BZM.
Huh. Okay, Aurora is just hitting it from
They need
800
some
range.
ranged heroes here.
All right, that'll burn down.
The army of remnants.
They'll take that.
Now smoke from Aurora as this next couple minutes is going to be quite crucial. If you get a pick-off before Roche spawns, could genuinely decide the game.
Yeah, I agree 100%. This is anyone's game, and it's about who gets the jump. Like, if you get a good opening with Doom, you're in a good position, but the ease of execution right now feels like it's in Aurora's favor. You just jump in with Storm and you build the fight. On the side of Tundra, you need to play against these 4 Lincolns. Storm has Lincolns, Abaddon has Lincolns, and Largo has double Lincolns.
Double Largo.
Largo!
Yeah, it feels like it's much clunkier of a situation for Tundra. Kind of need a fight to be extended a bit, perhaps. Or if you just have really quick fingers, potentially somebody Lincoln's breaks into a Doom right back to back.
Yeah.
If it's a Doom having to do it, then it's clunky.
What ways do you have of breaking it? DK stun? Anything else? Force staff on Coddle, but he's never going to be in range. So it's Doom. Doom and DK have to do it themselves against 4 Lincolns.
Mm-hmm.
That's not easy.
Can you Solar crest them? Does that take off Lincoln?
You can't Solar crest the enemy anymore.
You can't do that anymore.
That's a few years ago.
I mean, I have literally never bought that item.
I don't know how long ago it is, actually. That
Nightfall.
became a defensive only. But you can Solargo.
Oh yeah, we're going to see some Solargo in a second.
Yeah. Trying to get
Very
information with
tense
the
moment.
Shivas.
DK form activated. Roche up
they
in 1
reset it
minute.
nicely,
Ice Path
though.
is going to hit into the bushwhack, into the boomerang. Now Pure's getting brought everywhere. Already at half health.
No egg, no BKB.
Yeah, his
They're
BKB
gonna
is
chase
running out.
this.
Lorinov is completely out of mana. The Lincoln's pops. He's committing completely here. As the jumping comes in, there's the Doom onto the Largo. Gonna run away for the time being. Lorinov getting some mana back. Nightfall.
Okay, Sith Rogan.
That's the Manta. He's already at half HP himself. Does have his ult. Finally will pop. 33 is his focus right now. Along with Lorinov. They're focusing on this Doom. A lot of damage, but they have the heals to compensate. WS no longer Doom, so now he can sing his merry song, which means Tundra might not be able to fight this. We'll see. A big jump in, though, from BZM. Destroys WS. No more healing for you. Nightfall drops next. 2 dead for Aurora as they now attempt to run away.
Oh, they felt confident, but they were only half HP. They weren't healed up nearly enough to go for that chase yet.
And now there's a damage rune. The doctor's in the house. Roche available.
As you pointed out, a really big deal in this fight that Storm's mana drops too low. But that Ice Path is also a complete whiff from Kiora, uncharacteristic for his performance so far in this year in the tournament. There was a possibility to hit 2 heroes, he hits none, and that jump is so clean. Connecting on both, getting the Shivas off. and DK has more than restored his health and is ready to go. The amount of healing and the amount of overall just tankiness and survivability both teams have leads to these long fights, and it's a battle of attrition that eventually favors the Radiant. BKB forced. Will he TP out on Lornoff? The answer is yes. No.
No.
The answer is no. The answer is yes. The answer is it's kind of late.
Oh my god, that was so close. That was so close. Pure, though, taking advantage of the situation. Fortification comes out. Should be able to finish this tier 3, though. Nightfall back in 5 seconds. Lornoff back with full HP and mana. Again, the focus, but so much damage mitigation. They break him. Pure attempting to run away with that BKB. As Lornoff out of mana now, kind of stuck in place. Sunray is going to dissuade Aurora from going any further. You can see Ignis Factus placed as well, just to secure the exit. Of course, Pure does have Aegis, but I mean, with 4 minutes, you don't want to burn it this early.
It's still step by step.
Step by Steph Curry.
Let's go, Steph.
Middle tower is under attack.
Slow progress here for Tundra. And still, I mean, they won that fight. They got 3 kills, and they get this Aegis cheese, and it still doesn't feel like it's in the bag at all.
No, not yet. Especially when you put the Aegis on DK. I know he's hitting buildings, but you kill him once, then you can kind of just ignore him if the fight continues. I feel like BZM Aegis makes a lot of sense.
Okay, Kaori. Well, there's nobody there except the Coddle.
Almost
So
has
he'll get out.
Aghanim Scepter for Jakiro.
Yeah, we're approaching those ultra late game situations where the damage output of the supports is going to start becoming a potential difference maker as well. Jakiro Ags, considering the duration and the overall how static these fights are, that ability could win them the game, actually. It still is Tundra favored for sure now with Aegis Cheese, so it's up to them how much they want to try to press the issue. Multiple 25 talents coming out now. Void Spirit and DK have theirs on the Radiant side. And on the Dire, we only have the Storm for now. The Overload attack bounce, which is just even more damage to spread around.
I don't know how Ari plays in that position. It looks so uncomfortable.
He's young enough that it works.
I guess. And BZM with a Lotus Orb now. And has Cheese as his 6th item at the moment. And there is the
Ags.
Macropyre Ags.
Yeah. Pure, going straight in.
Yes, he is. The zip in. They're trying to focus down Largo. Exit the premises, though, as Pure takes the brunt of the damage and Astral step away. They put the banner down as well as Lornoff. He's going to get Dragon Tail, but the BKB was still up.
That's Macropyre baited, and I know that might sound like not much, but it's actually kind of a big deal.
Yeah, they can go for
They're
mid.
up
They
to
don't
full
need
HP.
these
Also
powers.
Storm
Dragon
BKB.
Tail onto Nightfall. Force Staff, though, putting the Dragon Eye in a pretty of a precarious spot. It's off the break, and Pure about to get sharpshooted. Has the Boomerang as well. Now the focus on the buildings, it seems, as Pure is trying to focus on getting away. There's the egg with the Sunray. He's trying to turn this around with WS, but he pops the BKB in retreat. Nightfall and company, they just don't have the damage to burn through anybody right now. And that is going to be a second lane of barracks in Tundra's favor.
It genuinely seems like Aurora's biggest problem is they don't have enough single target damage.
Yeah.
That's a bad
Still,
Largo combo.
Nightfall does have ultimate. We'll have to pop it now, though.
Oof.
And that is going to feel super bad, especially with that Aegis still intact.
Maybe this is just not the hero pairing that you run with Largo. I think it's the first time this tournament we've seen Largo batten.
All right, they're going to put everything
Okay,
onto
that's
this
some damage.
DK. Finally, some damage being done. This would just be life number 1. Pops the Satanic to try to stay alive. He's still staying alive, despite not hitting anything. He gets Force Staff to safety and will still live.
And the Coddle heals can commence. Non-stop healing, pipe, glimmers, barriers.
I Feels like they're
Satanic.
consistently missing like 200 damage
Yeah.
just to finish the job.
And that's what I was going to say. If this Abaddon was a traditional hard carry and you were in this position, I think Aurora would be winning these fights with the Largo, but they just don't have... They have so much spread damage, but they're lacking that, like, killer. And Refresher on Abaddon is not going to change that. Nightfall just doesn't hit hard enough. If he had, like, say, a Daedalus, maybe,
I mean, would you,
in a slot.
in the
instead.
position you're in, would you consider Divine?
That's another option, but I don't think it's that much more damage than a Daedalus anyway for him. So I would have liked this Refresher slot to be more damage. I think this is playing to stay alive, which is unlikely to win you the fights. But yeah, he's going Rapier. He's disassembling his Radiance.
Oh, okay.
So you get your wish.
There we go.
They are coming to the right conclusion in my eyes that is what has to happen. Nightfall has to be able to kill them, and this will effectively roughly double his damage. Completing this, he's showing the intent by having it disassembled already, and they should know it's probably not going to be a nullifier, even though that is technically possible. And to buy, which also wouldn't be that bad given the Glimmer effectiveness in the game. But I still think the Rapier is the correct... Good shout. Oh, this is going to be another big item. If Whitemon gets an eggs, they can't really kill the egg.
Yeah.
So that's even more safety for Tundra's heroes.
I feel like they just blow everything on one hero. They don't quite kill it. Maybe with the Divine they can, but yeah, the egg, that would be devastating. The problem is if you put it on DK in dragon form, he comes back in human form, right?
Wait, why?
Doesn't it just revive them completely? I don't think
I think
it's...
you still keep transformation.
Do you? Think that? It's been a while since
It
I've seen
resets the cooldown of your non-ulti abilities, but I don't think it changes anything about the state of your hero.
Okay.
I would think. Although lore-wise, it would make a lot of sense that Dragon Knight would come up, but then he's
Rebirth. You're birthing him
respawned
as a dragon.
as a baby.
It's just a little tiny dragon.
Yeah. Comes back as Spyro. That's a reference you will understand. That's a game from your time.
Spyro?
Spyro the Dragon. It's a PlayStation 1 game.
No.
Oh.
I did have a PlayStation 1.
Isn't he called Spyro? Am I tripping? I mean, you would be able to correct me with what he is called if it wasn't that, so it's probably true.
Okay. I'll
It's a
take
fun
your word
game.
for it.
Playing a little dragon baby flying around collecting crystals. It's a great game.
All right, looks like it might just come down to the next Roche again. 2 sets of barracks.
Just
in
like the
favor
last
of
2
Tundra.
times, it's going to come down to the next Roche.
Yeah. Each one, I mean, the percentage gets higher for the team that claims
It
it.
does.
And I just can't see a world where Aurora gives that up and wins this game.
Wait, he went Nullifier after all?
Oh, wow.
Bruh.
Bruh. Bruh.
Okay.
What are we taking off here? Force Staff, Glimmer.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I just don't know if it's enough, but let's see. Maybe the Nullifier is going to mean more than I think. Could be a big difference maker. Do you... Okay, well, let's... Okay, everybody has a Lincoln, so that's cool. Thanks, Oprah Winfrey.
Gotta love Largo.
Okay, smoke break. Hex!
Yeah, the Hex initiation onto Pure. Big
Oh,
Ice
that's
Bat
good
with the
on them.
Macro Pyre into the Sunray to try to heal this up. They counteract most of the damage as a result of Whitemon using that. So now the fight reset. They have 2 ways to heal. Largo versus Phoenix. Who shall survive? Mythical Bird or Frog?
Both. Okay. How do you like this type of fighting? This is like a meta level question. Like, do you find this enjoyable, or do you think it's too much sustain? Like, this whole type of gameplay with who can finally pierce through the impenetrable wall.
I mean, if it's not every game, it's fine, yeah.
Okay. But I think this is a problem that I've heard some people have with this patch, is that there's just so much tankiness and so much healing. And I feel like we haven't seen it that much at this DreamLeague, but this is the first game that we have cast where you're really seeing the ridiculous amounts of tankiness and healing you can acquire in some lineups. And how seemingly limited the solutions are. I mean, one side has Doom and Shiva.
Yeah.
And they still feel like they're not even finding kills most of the time.
He needs to...
It's hard to get
I
off
don't know
the
if he
Doom,
can even
though.
stick on him, but like Ags Doom, if he can stick on him, that's game winning.
Yeah. True that.
Or
Maybe.
just pick Ancient Apparition more, you know? I'm
Yeah.
sure Shiva would love that.
I mean, Ags might be the correct call here. He just doesn't have Dagger.
How do you stick to them, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you're the one that's in the Macropire.
Yeah. Smoke again.
Roche up in 10 seconds. Yeah, they have to defend their base.
So how many hexes do Aurora have? Is it 2? Yeah, Storm and Hoodwink. Okay. That's a lot of mana expended to survive. That's well
that's
worth
a big
it.
run.
Yeah. Well, at the same time,
Nullifier.
does it really matter? They'll nullify it off if they go for him, and if they don't nullify him, they aren't killing him anyway. So, theoretically a big rune, but exactly in this game, I don't actually know if it matters much.
They're trying to pounce top? What is this movement from Tundra?
Yeah, maybe hoping to catch someone off guard, but nobody to be found.
This would have been an incredible Roche snipe for Aurora.
They could have actually taken it,
Yeah.
I think. The last Roche was taken by Tundra, right? So it wouldn't have roared. Yeah, Tundra got the last one. They're going to try now.
Yeah.
This
Very
is pretty
ballsy.
cool. There's 15 seconds until he leaves. They can do it in time.
Yeah, Coddle just TP'd the base. Now running over.
Oh.
There's the big zip, and I cannot believe they gave this up.
They gave it up, and they don't have Dragon Form, so if a fight were even to break out, this also wouldn't be good for Tundra.
That's... All right. More hope for Aurora. So Storm is the one with the Aegis. Who has the cheese? Who has all the goodies?
They must be in backpacks. They're not showing in the UI.
Cheese on Lorenoff as well.
Yeah, Refresher in Largo's
WS.
backpack.
Yeah, that could probably be...
I would give it to Jakiro.
Yeah, I was going to say double Macropire with Ag seems pretty
Yeah.
good.
Just make the world's biggest oven. One of the biggest you've ever seen.
Bake a nice cake with all these ingredients. You got
Yeah.
chicken and dragon.
Yeah, some great cake. How about a pastry with that instead?
Well, if you're from the UK, any cake, it doesn't matter.
What?
I've been watching the great baking show, whatever the hell it's called.
The Great British Bake Off?
Yeah, like meat pies. Like,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, like pie is not a cake, though, as
I
you
know.
are very
No,
knowledgeable
believe me,
about.
they can put anything in cake, Cinder.
Okay. Oh, cake.
Pure, otherwise known as puree.
A good way to
Fully
make cake.
loaded on items. Look at this. I guess all he can really go for is Ags now.
Yeah, who has the better scaling in 50 minutes? Who can eventually break through the wall?
I think ultra late game.
I think Doom will win,
Yes, Doom is the
but he needs to get it off.
Storm and Doom. I think are the two best like ultra late. I think Abaddon falls off a bit.
He is still mega strong lead, though. But he's not particularly strong against the Doom with Break and Mute. If you care to cast it.
I think Phoenix also scales unbelievably well.
He's already there, no? He has Refresher and Ags coming up. So I don't know how much stronger...
Is the Ags done?
He can buy it if he wants to. Oh, he did. He bought it now. Just now.
Yeah, that's
Almost 25 on him.
a good one. I don't think if Phoenix was on the other team, Nightfall would not allow it after what happened years ago.
Wasn't that Toronto, Tokyo?
Yeah,
Well, they were in the same team, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's going to have a bit of PTSD if this works against him.
Do you want to test our powers again? Who do you think is going to win?
I think Tundra is going to win.
Think Tundra is going to win?
Yeah.
Congratulations to Aurora.
I think 2 sets of barracks.
I think
Plus-
the barracks don't matter.
No, I know.
Not really.
Well, it matters a bit.
Very little.
I think the 2 sets of barracks and the late game scaling that their heroes offer is a little bit better than Aurora, but this Aegis obviously pretty big boost. Like, who do you think's going to win?
I think it's a 50-50, which the graph doesn't agree with at all, but I just feel like it's just so down to who gets the jump. If Doom's a good target once, I think they just win the fight and probably the game. But at the same time, if Aurora can get the right jump and actually kill a hero one time, like let's say they somehow in a slip-up, they catch Caudle or Phoenix, and they build a fight around that, they have all the tools they need. The hexes, they have infinite lockdown.
This
It's
could be
just
a
a damage
jump.
issue.
This could be a jump.
Yeah. Could also be nothing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Aether Lens for 33. Whoa, that was close.
Was that a cheese used by Storm?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he used it. I think he might have. Did he misclick or did he actually genuinely feel like he needed the mana there? By the way, that's a cheese down. So no longer quiche to be cooked. Now we're back to the whatever they have in Britain. You can ask Ari if they win in a winner's interview.
Some sort of meat pie.
Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
45 seconds away from tier 5s. That are not what they used to be, of course. They don't end games, Cinderin.
It could be a really big help for a Baton, though, to get a Stygian Desolator. I think if they were to get more single target damage, it favors them more than Tundra, I think, to get tier 5s. Because I think the damage issue is bigger for Aurora, and I think it helps them to... Like, let's say you get an auspicious one, right? The one with 100 attack speed and magic damage on a Baton with Stygian. I think you suddenly... How to say? The offensive tier 5 items are so much stronger than the defensive ones, in my eyes. So... And that's by design, right? It's because you want the games to end.
Yeah.
So... that could help him.
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
I wonder why these pro players don't stack Ancients at the 59 whatever mark.
Yeah.
Because you get these tier 5 so much faster that
Yeah.
way.
Time to buy Midas, maybe?
Nah,
Get them instantly?
I mean, that's unnecessary.
Yep. How do you get a Rapier here on a Baton? Like, what do you slot out? Manta? I guess Manta, yeah. Probably.
Yeah, but you can always backpack it, right? Once you use a refresher, that could be put in,
Yeah.
swapped out.
This is a big talent, by the way. Caudle just got the 200 Illuminate damage.
Mira has
Obviously
a fallen.
increases your healing as well.
Oh, yeah, true.
So he can wipe out waves. He can heal teammates even more, which is just what we needed. More healing and sustain.
It's so funny, this 25 talent, it reads poorly. +2.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like very much, but with you add the Ags and all that, it's virtually unkillable. Unless Jakiro went carry. Then it would be pretty easy, actually.
He's working on a refresher himself. They give him the shard, and he wants the real deal.
We have 3 Fallen Skies in the game. 1 Spider Legs.
No.
A Divine Regalia for Nightfall. I know he loves this one.
I think he must have not been offered Deso, right?
Well,
they have
Lauronoff
Deso
takes
and
Deso,
Lauronoff.
I guess.
Okay, so he has the auspicious one, but it's not, or audacious, sorry, not auspicious. I think it would have been better the other way around, probably. But at least he did get the Titanic one on Nightfall.
Yeah.
So he has the additional base attack damage and status resistance, which is interesting against Doom.
BZM has the Deso for their team.
Yeah, you need one of these.
Dire
I haven't seen this many Fallen Skies in a while.
Yeah. The only one missing one now is Kaori. He still doesn't have a tier 5. He's choosing. His options are Rift, Shadow, Prism. Wow. Deso or Spider. Okay,
I think you keep Whispers of the Dread.
Yeah, honestly. You probably keep Whisper and then you take CDR? Or do you take Timeless?
I would take the debuff duration.
Oh, somebody died!
Okay. Hey,
Ring the alarm!
That's when the barracks actually matter,
Yes,
Cinderin.
it's Dr. Pure.
So 75 seconds of no Mira. Does have the buyback, though. Dragon form. Still has a decent amount of time left. Outpost control now for Tundra. Will be in Ags next for Pure. 33 apparently not interested in Ags himself. We'll
Buy the
see.
rapier.
Don't do it. Buy the BKB, man. Come on, you want to win.
Buy the rapier. You know you want to. It's rapier.
You're gonna lose the rapier immediately. Don't do it.
Buy the rapier.
That was a really long one. I have to say. They've already bought the rapier.
Yeah, they have. They have. Wait, who has?
I don't know why I said that.
I don't know either. I don't know why I agreed.
I don't know why you
immediately.
agreed to that
They want
either.
to buy it. They want to buy the rapier.
Yeah, well.
He doesn't have it yet, Shiver. He wants to, though. Oh, was he actually debating BKB? Shiver says it's perfect because he's actually debating BKB. How is this even a conversation?
Okay.
Just like any discussion between Effie and Jenkins, Effie's right by default. Of course it's rapier. Why would you buy BKB here? Shiver very invested in this. Of course, she's hoping for rapier because it's more fun, and we like fun. So
I mean,
does
he already
33.
has
Fun in the jungle.
He has Divine Regalia, so if you die, you know, you're losing everything anyway. So.
Yeah. Might as well go out with a bang, right?
By the way, I think that is, I know you're going to disagree, I think it's an overrated neutral.
God damn it, man.
He went BKB. Jenkins was right.
Oh, why do we need more survivability? Hello.
Well, he has Refresher, he's getting double BKB.
There it is.
There it is.
The game-winning item.
It could be.
33 has sent his pipe back to base. He's swapping out tankiness for kill potential.
Roche up in 1 minute. They don't know that yet, though. Pure. He gets popped. BKB focused on the Hoodwink. Down goes Hoodwink immediately. Nightfall gonna have to pop that ult pretty soon as well. He will do just that as you see 33 introducing his Aghanim Scepter. The lick is not enough to save Kaori. Just like that, a couple heroes dead for Aurora, but you can see it was reciprocated. Buybacks coming out from several supports now. BZM will be able to dissimulate to safety. And actually, they find a Storm Spirit. Lorinov gets off the stun, but no, he gets decimated by Pure on that right-click damage, and they're going to find the Abaddon as well. Doom still applied to him, cannot heal, but 33 is about to drop to the right clicks, so he goes down, does have buyback himself. And somehow Aurora are turning this, and Roshan's about to spawn in 10 seconds, so they should be able to get that as well.
That was
But
expensive, though.
they're Ancient exposed now.
They bought back 3 heroes, including Lorinov. So there's a clear line of victory here. Tundra, if they could somehow kill Storm again, this game is theirs, more than likely. But yeah, he will, of course, be the owner of this Aegis sometime soon unless Tundra can somehow stop them or steal it.
Is it worth the risk?
I don't think so. He's gonna roar.
I mean, Nightfall doesn't have ult here. As he works towards the Divine Rapier that he's baiting us with this whole time.
Oh,
He
he's
actually is going to try to
actually
go for it,
trying.
but Roche is not even close to being killed off. Dissimulates away. Very low, gets off the Fallen Sky. Try to help his team here. BZM. They don't get the Aegis. It's on Lorinov. BZM on the high ground now. Doesn't have TP for 12 seconds. They're pinging up here.
No way they find him here, right? Oh my god, they
I
find
mean, they
him.
have a bit of vision. BZM.
Oh, they have a
into
ward
the
directly
trees.
there. Okay, no way they found him.
TP. Ice Path misses, though, so I think he's actually fine.
Told you they wouldn't find him with the
gets
ward
away.
they have on top of him.
Some way,
He still
somehow.
got out, though. That is... The fact that there's a ward there minute 66 is something. That almost was a very, very big kill.
Is that a Roche banner in the pit? Nobody wants that?
Oh, is that the new thing we leave there now? It used to be Aegis. That was cool.
And this is an upgraded one.
Anyone going to take
Nobody's
that?
interested?
No? Okay, well, not important. We already have a banner, says Kaori.
But
Don't
not
need
all
two of them.
created equal here.
No. Okay.
So what's the Divine Rapier watch looking like?
He's got the gold for it on Nightfall.
What is he even dropping?
I mean, like I said, I think you just get... You backpack your Manta, right? Surely?
Yeah,
Okay.
there it is.
Wait, what did he just replace?
Nullifier, right?
Yeah, he disassembled and got... Okay.
All right, so he regrets his original decision, it seems. So Divine Rapier.
Wait,
for
he didn't
Nightfall.
disassemble. I think he sold it and then bought this, no?
But you can't disassemble Nullifier? Why would you buy the Sacred Relic again?
I thought you could. Maybe this got changed, I actually don't remember.
Okay, they're gonna jump in. BZM. Well, he's on the outskirts here. Oh, look
there's
at
the
Pure!
damage.
He's getting burned through Chris, but the egg just in time. Can they kill the egg in time? It's
Yes.
gonna be close. Yes, it's a double kill for WS. The frog can kill the egg. Aghanim Scepter from 33. The Doom still applied to Lorinov, able to find the distance though. Zips away. Eondis procs for 33. Lorinov blinked, or he zips right back into the Doom. Able to take out WS is Pure with that buyback. Remember, he's still only human form. No ult for 72 seconds. The Electric Vortex. Lornoff with that Aghanim Scepter doing absolute work. And now a Fallen Sky onto several heroes. Nightfall is absolutely destroying everybody. His ult is still activated. Several buybacks from Tundra. Ice Path connects onto the Void Spirit. BZM is down and out. He does have buyback as well as the Electric Vortex finds the Coddle already dead. In addition, double kill for Lornoff. Aurora only with one member on the deck.
Oh, the heck?
BZM getting in pretty deep, 33 with the Fallen Sky, but look at that damage coming out from Nightfall, basically one-shotting heroes. Another egg for the road, and that's going to be it. Tundra somehow lose this game, and we counter-curse them successfully. Aurora take the 2-1.
Wow, the late game Storm Axe plus Shard next to Abaddon is doing ridiculous damage. Yeah, well,